United and Innes for the visitors Forest Green. Carlisle are going to go with Archie Davies and Cameron Harper. I was just sort of waiting, but I'm sure it will be those two in the fullback positions because Josh Williams on, but I think he'll be on the right wing for United today with his pace and perhaps as well his ability to come back and help out Archie Davies as a defender because they are up against the lightning quick Jilly Buyabu on loan from Sheffield United, someone who Paul Murray alongside us has worked with. Coincidence, we've not brought you in specifically to be our sort of expert on Jilly, but all of the football in general. So into the midfield for United of Feeney obviously and Hayden in the centre. It looks like it's going to be Gilead and Grant playing in the two slightly deeper roles, and then Chris Clark in behind the striker Georgie Kelly, wide Linney and Williams. The bench: Lewis, Ajiboye, Whelan, Ellis, Jones, Armstrong and McAdam. The visitors, as we prepare to get underway, it is 5:30 now. McNicholas in goal for them, a back four of Knowles, Innes, Mendy and Kengney, midfield three of Whitwell, Bunker and Moore, and a front three of Clark, Buyabu and Babalola, the new forward who's come in on, from Worthing and prepares to start up front. Big game for both sides. The 15th of the season, almost at the third of the way through the season mark now for Carlisle United, right on the cusp of it, and they kick us off going out towards the right wing, attacking the Warwick Road end, and it's great to see that Warwick Road end full again after we were all in this stand for the FA Cup game against Boston. No real fears about whether they might fill different parts of the ground with this one. Forest Green immediately on the defensive, Carlisle climbing Feeney, but the referee felt that it's because Babalola was making a back for him, and so gives the free kick to United just inside the Forest Green half on the right hand side. And immediately Robbie Savage out and unhappy about that, making a big doings, throwing his arms out, trying to get into the eye line and maybe the headspace of the referee there.
Yeah, he has got half a point really, but he loves it. This is all the start. We've started off now. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. The paddock are on to. At least we know we're going to get a bit of noise this afternoon.
Heavily delayed reaction from him, wasn't it? It's like he didn't even realise that the free kick had gone against his side. So Carlisle have this free kick just inside the Forest Green half, right wing. They've been lined up on the edge of the area. They've played it down the right hand side. It's clever. It's into Linney, tries to send it across the face of goal. Really good stalking back there from Bunker out to their midfield. He's a centre half by trade, playing in that defensive midfield role. He can do both, but not dissimilar to what you did against Clark for Oldham.
But Clark there, Linney, just Linney's movement, they've played together obviously. I mean, look at that, just off the cuff, clash of eyes, ball down the side, and that opportunity is just created and nearly got it scored.
Second minute, Carlisle corner, swung in towards the near post, looking to get that flick, goes across the edge of the penalty area. Davies onto it, on his left foot, goes for the pass rather than the shot on that left foot, and Carlisle get possession back of the ball. Back towards their goalkeeper they go. Williams the furthest man back for them, after Davies had gone forwards as part of the free kick. Breeze lifts it forwards out to the edge of the penalty area. Kelly in the fight with Mendy. Mendy wins out, heads away, drops into the middle of the park in their half, and it will go out to the right wing, and they'll look to break onto Carlisle United.
This is Jilly's
down
on the
side.
ball.
Yeah, Buyabu is out, left-footed, sort of inverted winger out on that right-hand side, up towards the edge of the Carlisle final third, but United get back into defensive shape. Force Forest Green back to halfway. They'll come out to the left and have a look down this left-hand side now with Kengney. He's been marked well though by the Carlisle man Williams, who went with him, and that means that Forest Green back into the middle of their half in the centre of defence. Fairly fraught in the opening moments of this game. Third minute, just a little drop in the pulsating start that we've had as they pass it around on the edge of United, on the fringe of them, trying to get their way down the right wing of Forest Green. United looking to keep them in check, but that's a decent ball. Jilly Buyabu on it on that left hand side, looks to get the cross in towards the back post. I think it's going to go over everyone. Can they keep it in play? No, it's a goal kick to Carlisle United. And certainly in that moment did well to open up, get onto his left foot, but the ball in left something to be desired.
Yeah, that's what he's like. He's inconsistent, but he has got a little bit of ability, so he's going to have to be right on his toes.
Imagine a potentially frustrating player, but also somebody who can unlock a defence.
Yeah, exactly that.
It's weird looking over at 25-6 or 26-6 actually, and only just being underway. As are these 5:30 kickoffs in the National League, headed away by Mendy for Forest Green as Carlisle come forward from the goal kick. They've got a throw in midway inside the Forest Green half on the near side, the right. Paul Murray and James Phillips with you in commentary here on BBC Radio Cumbria Sport. Great to have Muzzer with us. Down the right hand side, Davies was looking but thought better of it. Kelly's just got the wrong side of Mendy, ball into him, Mendy all over Kelly, and I mean, I thought that was a foul, and in the end the referee has given it, and someone's sort of trodden into Kelly a bit there, and Kelly's not happy. The man's gone over the top. The referee saw something there. Is he reaching for his pocket? gone into Georgie Kelly. Georgie Kelly's come over. He's not happy. I think he feels like has a free kick gone their way? Well,
I think the initial one, Kelly had him.
Had Mendy by the shirt, is he saying?
Mendy by the shirt. That's what he's saying. Yeah, nothing. Obviously complaining.
He's never booking him though, is he?
I think he's complaining for answering back.
Well, he's given a yellow card to Georgie Kelly. I thought the free kick had gone the other way. Robbie Savage is up now and getting booed again in the ear of the fourth official. I can't really work out what Georgie Kelly got booked for there. I mean, Mendy was absolutely all over him. I wonder if, like, as he was trying to protect the ball, he caught one of their men coming round the corner or something.
I think it must have been really early in that exchange.
Robbie Savage is now being spoken to by the referee. He's gone in the ear of the fourth official. And he'll be spoken to, but not booked, interestingly. He's getting the riot act read to him by James Oldham.
He's just had a really naughty exchange with the Carlisle assistant.
Oh, Frankie McAvoy, was it?
Frankie McAvoy, yeah.
All smiles back towards him. Certainly playing up to his role. Kelly in the book, back underway, 5th minute, and still it's a bit of a loss as to why. Ball over the top for Forest Green. Hayden under it, heads it out down the right-hand side. Not sure Davies will get there, no. And it's a throw-in that they can take quickly. Trying to take it quickly, but another ball's rolled back onto the pitch. Left back with a throw on this near side, looking towards the edge. He's creeping down that touchline. The paddock will be after him in a minute. The referee, Mark Hughes, is making that point already. How far along has he gone? Throws it into the area. Feeney heads away, drops for Grant, hooks it away on his left foot. Little flick round the corner. The referee, the Carlisle players are feeling for the handball. The referee said no, it was too close to be deliberate. Clip ball from Mendy, nicely over the head of Kelly and out to the right back. Knowles on the far side for Forest Green. Ball in behind the forward is poor, and it's straight through to Gabe Breeze in goal for United.
Yeah, Feeney was on the cover there anyway. Good cover from Feeney.
6th minute here, still goalless. As Feeney brings it out to defence down the right hand side, lifts in search of Kelly, tries to get onto it. He's
got to get hold of it.
Yeah, he should, but I just wonder if he maybe saw the player coming there and was worried he was going to get a toe on and he could wind up off. Do you think? He's really good at bringing the ball down.
He should get hold of that, James, easy.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's somebody who knew how to get hold of a ball, Paul Murray. Ball down the right for Forest Green. It's a really poor pass out the midfield. Really poor. Nowhere near Boyabu out on that right hand side. Yeah, he's really good at doing that. He prides himself on it. So it was a drop. But I just wonder if out the corner of his eye he was just worried about trying to bring it under and catching his man or something like that. But you're much more of a perfectionist than me, clearly. Looking to get on the ball here, Kelly does well to bring it down, tries to play it around the corner, and I think as he's tried to make his chest bigger by putting the arm out there, he's got his arm on the ball, and the rest giving the free kick to Forest Green at the back.
It's going to be a battle all afternoon, that. You might want to go on the other centre half and see how he gets on.
Yeah, Mendy's a bit of a monster, isn't he? Very strong, but Innes is a big lad too. 6'6" Innes. Mendy, I think, a couple of inches shorter, so he's got a job on with either. Clip ball forwards into the midfield by Forest Green. They have it out on the right, congested area. Carlisle trying to swarm round them, stabbed forwards, hopefully in search of Babalola, the new striker, and they've managed to link up. They're trying to spin the ball out left hand side here to Kengney. Really good first touch, crosses in towards goal, headed away Davies. Good defending from Davies, but I tell you what, that's a guy who was playing in NPL Premier last year. Neil Kengney coming down the left. His first touch and cross were really good.
Yeah, I thought that was really good play from Forest Green. Built up from the back, played through the thirds, and they've got himself a corner now, so that was really good play, that.
Yeah, and they'll try and get on top of Carlisle United with this corner. I did tell our friends, the analysts here for Forest Green, they might need to sit down, but they've gone with standing up. I wonder how long until the fans behind us start. I think if Johnny from the Carlisle Social were behind them, he'd have already been in their ears. Corner to Carlisle United. I'm having to strain to see around the visitors' data team as the ball goes in near post. They're flicked in, it drops just beyond and all the way across the face of goal twice, and it's gone behind for another corner. I tell you what, you lot watch the replay of this in a moment, because I struggle to tell you exactly what happened there.
I'm not too sure whether that was a bad ball or that was a routine, someone running right across the near post and flicked it on, and then he went to the back post.
Somebody flicked it back across, I think trying to score, weren't they? And yeah, that was really dangerous for Carlisle. I thought it had gone out of play in truth, or I thought it was going into the side netting at the back post, but it came back across the face of goal and out for another corner. Here it comes, swept in towards that near post this time and turned away by Gabe Breeze.
That nearly went in as well.
That nearly went in at the near post. Gabe Breeze getting into whoever it was who should have been on that post, who came off the post. Zonal element to this marking. Just a bit of research from Robbie Savage here, because he's really found gaps in Carlisle's setup for this defensive corner.
Surely he's got to go far post now. Both of these have gone near post.
Here comes the corner again for Forest Green. The referees stopped playing near post again, and they've got some big men out to it. Babalola's a really big lad, isn't he? A really tricky customer. Mendy in there as well, causing problems for Carlisle. Carlisle players down in the box. Where do you stand on refs stopping play before the corner goes in? I heard Pat Nevin talking about this last season, just saying I don't know why they referee the game before it's happened. If the ball comes in and you see a foul, give a free kick or a penalty. Why are you getting involved in trying to prevent fouls? That's not your job.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Corner again to Forest Green here. United with some defensive work to do.
Near post, one hand right to near post.
Here comes the corner at the near post again, headed away. Carlisle will look to clear away down the right hand side. A round of applause, by the way, is for Jeff Tomlinson, who we gave a shout out the game after he'd sadly passed away. His funeral was this week. Nice piece from John Coleman on the passing of the big Carlisle fan, Jeff Tomlinson, and this is all about him. It's in the 9th minute because his favourite player was the great man stood out looking down Warwick Road, walking on water, Hughie McIlmoyle, and superb stuff from the Carlisle fans, letting the family of the Tomlinsons know that we feel your pain, we're sorry for your loss, and you're not forgotten, and these harder moments for you all. Well done, Brunton Park. You never cease to amaze. Forest Green probably not entirely sure what's going on as they prepare to send their free kick in. It was a really soft free kick given. The referee's getting involved again, really breaking up the play here. We've seen something with Aaron Hayden and he's going over to talk again. Just give a free kick when there's a foul.
Well, this free kick was absolutely so soft. It was Con Clark, little bit of contact, and he gave the free kick to Forest Green.
Yeah, Hugh's not happy about that one. Swept in towards the back post. First touches from them, goes behind, goal kick United, and they can breathe a bit of relief. But it was, I was obviously distracted by the minute's applause from the Carlisle fans, but he levered his man off the ball, didn't he, to make himself a bit of space and brought it down. Never really in a million years is that a free kick.
Really soft.
So he's been very pernickety so far, James Oldham in the middle.
But we're going to have to be careful at corners. 3 near post corners there, a couple of them nearly went in, so it's a little warning for Carlisle.
Yeah, put a bit of pressure on. It's Carlisle who've been very dangerous from corners this season, but that was really lively stuff from Forest Green. United clear away downfield through Gabe Bree's goal kick, headed back towards their goal. Williams trying to get onto it, buffeted by Kengley, their left back, cleared away downfield. It drops out to play for a Carlisle throw, and about halfway. The Mendy-Kelly battle is a really fierce one. Just worry a bit about Georgie Kelly on that yellow card now. Ball comes out to Con Clark, gets on it, pops it round the corner to Williams. Little drag back, trying to play it back to Con Clark, but didn't quite feed it through. Forest Green clear. Hayden's gone right through the back of his man. That was a free kick.
Yeah.
I get that they're feeling that they're not getting the fair share here, but that was a free kick, Hayden. That was really unwise.
If that was a tackle and you were going back through the back of someone, then it would be a free kick. It's no different when you're aerially attacking someone. But he's a big size, isn't he, the forward?
Yeah.
Babalola.
Yeah, he's. I think he was with Hughes at. Not Hughes, with Savage at Macclesfield as well, but they've got him from Worthing. Now Con Clark's got it with a really good crisp touch out on the left hand side, feeds it to Linney, 1-on-1 potentially against his fullback, dangerous position, gets into the left hand side, tries to cut it back. How does he look to get away from his man, but maybe just let the ball get away from him, and Forest Green will try and break out down the right. Carlisle win it back there with Con Clark, left hand side of that penalty area. It's taken off his toe. United try to get back in and into it, and unfortunately Gilead's gone in and his man's gone down with the triple toe loops. I mean, that wouldn't have looked out of place on Strictly Come Dancing, and Robbie Savage knows all about that. The way his man flicked out both heels to go down and draw the attention of the referee to that, and then as soon as the free kick was back, he was like a phoenix from the flames back up, wasn't he, Paul Murray?
He's from Sheffield United, what do you expect, eh?
Was it Gilly, was it? Was it your man? Dear me, he made a meal of that.
Gilly.
He made a meal of it, but he got inside the free kick. Here they come with Mendy, who's playing centre half, but he's got a lot of space to break forwards down the left here, up towards the edge of the penalty area. Plays a 1-2 with a central striker, gives it onto the midfielder running onto him, the number 16 Bunker, out on the right wing with that man, Gilly Bayabo on the ball, back onto the edge of the Carlisle penalty area, in towards goal. United head away through Feeney, clear further away through Gilead and up towards halfway, and I tell you what, Forest Green are just forcing the issue a bit at the moment, but Kelly's won it off his man high up, ring towards goal, has support coming from Con Clark, long way from Con Clark, and he just couldn't find a way to get the ball to him. Wanted a bit more movement, I think, off Con Clark there to try and give him an angle to get onto it. United win it back though as Forest Green clear, left hand side, trying to come forwards now with Linney, looks to take his man on, sprints past him, then tries to take on the next, can't get through him, slides in trying to take the ball. Is it, I think, a throw to them rather than a free kick?
But I totally agree with Kelly there. We just didn't get the support quick enough. Con Clark was trying his best, but he's not an absolute speed machine, so we need to get someone up and help him with him.
Certainly did. Certainly done. I think he broke so high as everyone was trying to work to get back in defensively, weren't they? But nobody busted a gut to get up with him. And Con Clark, once he was there, maybe not quite the movement Kelly was looking for. Throwing away down the right hand side for Forest Green, but Carlisle straight back onto it. In the midfield with Con Clark, dances around his man, leaves him for dead, driving forwards, has his leg taken out. Referee did hesitate, but then what? Is he giving a dive? Is he giving a yellow card to Chris Con Clark? And you know what? Chris Con Clark, he's not complaining at all. That suggests to me it was. What your thoughts, Paul Murray?
Well, from this angle it looked like an absolute foul, didn't it? So he's either fell over perfect timing where it looks an absolute...
The only thing you ever say in that scenario is if the player is absolutely incandescent, you say...
Yeah, he did just accept that yellow card.
Yeah, that's, to me, suggests that he went looking for the foul, and maybe the leg went out and he went to ground before it made contact or whatever. The referee was... He hesitated for a second, gave the free kick, and then gave the yellow card to Con Clark. So, yeah, not the start he was hoping for. Carlisle was 10 and 9, if you like. The man in the hole and the man up front are both on yellow cards as they try and get in behind Carlisle. Hayden stabs it away. Further away it goes from Harper, who tries to take his man high up but can't. Bayabo gets on the ball from that right wing, coming inside on his left foot, trying to engineer the space for a shot. Not on. Gives it to the left back, advanced left back on that far side, trying to get around Williams. Really good play from Williams. And then he goes down in the tackle and the throw-in goes their way.
It was our throw.
Into the air it comes to Babalola. Carlisle appeal and get the handball, and it would have been a foul on Davies as well. And massive ironic applause from Brunton Park, who really feel they're not getting their fair share here. I mean, there've been a couple of questionable ones from the referee, but I think, well, it's all adding to the atmosphere around the ground, isn't it?
Yeah.
There've been a couple of questionable soft ones, but in truth, the ones that he's given that I think the Carlisle fans are really unhappy about probably were.
Pretty fair, yeah.
Probably were fouls.
I think that early in the game there was a couple of strange ones, but now he's a bit consistent.
Arsenal have taken lead at Fulham in the Premier League. Carlisle United 0-0 here as Hayden chucks out the ball, passes into the midfield. Grant caught a little from behind. That's a great stab tackle on Gilead there from one of their midfielders, and they're very lively and very game, aren't they?
Yeah.
Babalola trying to open up the midfield. Gilead lunges in, and the referee's given a free kick, and you think he's reaching for his pocket again. It's the third yellow card. We're in the 16th minute, and he's booked 3 players, and Brunton Park is getting toxic. That looked like a really good tackle. I mean, we've not got the angle to see whether he played the ball on the reverse side or not, but the fans all seem happy, and the referee free kick yellow.
That was the wrong decision of the yellow card as well. He actually put his body into him, but we've just gone back to total inconsistency, haven't we? I mean, come on.
This has been the National League.
That's what anyone wants. You consistently bad, consistently be consistent either way, but yeah, the National League is very up and down. I had a year with it, and some of the referees.
This is going to be a long afternoon, evening, and hard work, this referee. Over the ball, Forest Green. I think he's taking on the shot all the way towards goal, and Gabe Breeze had to fall and make a save. Really good drive at goal, actually, on target. Wasn't absolutely fiercely hit as Williams tries to get the ball under control. Nudged in the back. That's not spotted by the referee. That was, I tell you what, that was less subtle than the Con Clark one he gave the free kick for down here, but didn't see that one. These things sort of open up the narrative, don't they, amongst the Carlisle fans, that they're not getting their fair share. And man's gone down, Williams on the far side there, and it's allowed Forest Green to break forwards into the middle of the United half. Poor pass though, Carlisle get onto it, and Williams can drive forwards now.
Come on, then.
Down the left, playing as an inside forwards now, coming forwards on his right foot, in from the left, steps inside, gives it to Con Clark, edge of the area, side road pass into Linney, gets his shot away and scores his 10th of the season, and you can't stop that, ref. 18th minute, Carlisle lead. Con Clark who? It's the Regan Linney show once more.
What a good counter-attack that was.
Just what a goal.
What a goal, but that's all that full back coming inside, driving inside, getting it taken off him, was out of position, and we exploited it unbelievably well. And, you know, Con Clark and Linney, big part of it.
And that is something we could see often and varied. Con Clark to Linney, goal. Linney to Con Clark, probably the same, Paul Murray.
But it was a brilliant break. All the passes were forward when they regained the ball, and it was a really good break.
Williams did well, didn't he? Because he just slipped and let his man get away. Thankfully, Harper bailed him out, got him going forwards again, ran, took his man out wide, little outside of the right foot pass infield. Con Clark took it on a little bit and then slid it to Linney, sidestepped his man, and what a rat left foot shot to the bottom corner.
Left footed bottom corner.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens next.
It looked like got a slight deflection, but that doesn't matter. I think he gets a little deflection.
Just watching the replay, Con Clark gives it to him. I don't know.
Maybe not.
It's a great touch from Con Clark, but the first touch as well from Linney.
As well. Just a tidy little ball, good way. It does. It looks like he gets a deflection. But that doesn't matter. It's in the bottom of the net.
Now Robbie Savage is being serenaded by the fans in the paddock and around Brunton Park. The throwing goes Carlisle's way. I'm not sure that was. And that's what Robbie Savage is saying to the fourth official, and feels to me like another thing that's not quite gone the way that it should have done there. Or is he actually given a free kick on this occasion to Carlisle? Well, all bets are off now. And the Carlisle fans continue to sing to Robbie Savage, clear where their attention is. Let's hope the players is out on the pitch.
They're holding a high line, so hopefully we'll get behind them.
Should be able to swirl this behind. Con Clark's gone for that, looking towards the back post. Hayden just slightly overran it, and it drifts out down the far side, and Forest Green will try and get away. Hayden stalking his man, good tackle, out for a throw in the right back position to Forest Green. 20th minute if you're just joining us. First two shots, including the first on target, went Forest Green's ways. The third shot, and on target too, was Linney, bottom corner. Carlisle lead 1-0. And Brunton Park well up for this. 5:30 kickoffs, 21st minute. United trying to come forwards again. Kelly going after the ball in the tangle with Innes. Innes heads away. Con Clark wins it back. The referee, what's he given there?
Con Clark was in a really good position just to pick up the little second balls. That's what he's got to do more, because he knows Kelly's having a right scrap with the centre halves.
Yeah, did he feel that Kelly had maybe put a hand on Innes and fouled him? He did seem, in truth, to be looking at Innes as the ball dropped.
But he took up a good position, Con Clark, there.
In the midfield, they've run themselves into a bit of trouble. They're going to try and play it away down the left. Carlisle win it back though. Ball pass from Forest Green. Con Clark gets the ball on the half turn, slides it out towards Grant. Not a good ball. Can he try and get on the second ball? He's got to be careful. He's got into a tangle with his man there, and he's already on a booking for a dive. In the opinion of the referee, just needs to be a little bit careful there. Another foul like that, and he'll be in the ref's eye line. And you just wouldn't bank against this referee to want to make a name for himself in this game. Being streamed on DAZN, of course. All the attention here anyway with Savage and Hughes together. Linney now on the ball, bringing it forwards after Con Clark cut it out. Linney's cross from left to right, out towards Williams on the right wing here. Can go and overlap around, swerved in towards goal, headed away Innes at the back for Forest Green. They pick it up in the midfield. Grant wins it back, tries to slide through, blocked as he went after it, working very hard against Bunker, who's a big lad himself. Good work from the pair of them. Bunker wins out for Forest Green, who cleared to halfway. Hayden and Feeney at times battling there to try and get on the ball, but they might just get onto the second ball there. Carlisle were a bit sluggish. Babalola trying to get there. There's an option as well from the number 25 Whitwell getting forwards. Man's gone down in there. I'm glad the referee's not given that one. Boo for the 14 who went down very easily. He was going
to blow, but they had advantage, so he carried on.
Out on the right with Gilly, as he's known, shot towards goal, headed away. Hayden for Carlisle, up not entirely away. They'll try and come again, headed on. Carlisle clear back towards halfway. Kelly gets onto it, chest control, great touch, and then out to Williams, who can break forwards. Just needs to be aware of the danger behind him. Goes for the all-in-one ball out left and got a bit excited, and it just drifts through to the Forest Green goalkeeper.
Yeah, just did get a bit excited there. Just got to keep the ball on that break. We just keep possession. We're winning 1-0. Let's keep it, come around the back a little bit more.
Clever back heel, and they've got a man running through on goal, trying to get it back to the striker in the centre, and he's looked to reverse it back in, and he's offside. Tell you what, it was nice football again though, and he's only just joined them, Babalola, but he's linking up really well. I think it was Isaac Moore running with him there. The pair of them did well until that final ball. I don't know why the midfielder didn't shoot.
Well, he's done really well forward.
Mark Hughes now getting the attention of Brunton Park. Sutton lead against Hartlepool. That Arsenal goal at Fulham was ruled out, so it's still 0-0 in the Premier League. 1-0 here to Carlisle United. The National League delivering where the Premier League falls short. No goals in their big game. 2 already. That looked like a foul from Babalola, and a free kick given, and more ironic cheering from Brunton Park.
Gave that one, rightly so.
He's a very big physical guy, isn't he?
Yeah. He has been a threat to 2 experienced centre halves.
Yeah, they're struggling with him, aren't they? Ball out to the left. That's a really good ball. Gets Linney onto it from the free kick. Got two men with him, but he's got Con Clark in support as well. Can he make space for Linney to operate in? Goes around his man, cuts it back into the area. Williams trying to get there, just wasn't quite sharp enough there. Looked a touch like a defender, didn't he? And their defender, Kenny, came and took the ball off him. Now Hayden slipped on the ball. Does well to try and get a foot on it while he's on the floor. United looking to leave the man off. And is that a foul or is it just strength?
That's not a foul. It's exactly what you're saying. It's just strength. Julius just fell to the floor there.
He's shoulder to shoulder with Gilead, who wins out on the ball, shrugs him off, comes away on it, and the referee just goes with it and says, yeah, foul. I mean, I'm towards 20 years of commentating now, 17th on Carlisle, and the game has changed over that period, but that's not a foul even now. Kelly in the tackle there, very good, really good strong tackle there from their number 18, nothing wrong with that at all. And Paddock obviously trying to get in the eye line of the ref there, in the ear of the ref, but throwing goes Carlisle's way. I'm glad to see the referee didn't get involved there.
Well, I'm glad to see Hughesy as well, because you'd have other managers that haven't been in the game and they'd complain about that, where these two were happy with it, and that's the way the game should be played. Yeah,
Savage slapped his player more on the back, and Hughes didn't get involved at all, happy enough with a really strong physical tackle. In the centre of defence with Forest Green. They'll look out to the right wing, and Boyabu trying to get away from Harper. Harper gets in and nicks it. Further on it goes for United through Gilead to Linney on that left. He's got two men with him. Can he pass in between? Finds Kelly! Oh, great save! Drops on the edge of the area and Forest Green hack away. Grant keeps it alive. Gilead tries to go around his man, but it has his pocket picked. Kelly produces a fantastic save from their goalkeeper. It really was, because that was destined for the bottom corner. Boyabu going the long way around Harper. Great running from him into the penalty area. Right hand side, looking for the pass. Tries to find a teammate. Falls to one of them. They've scored. It's a really good goal. Boyabu did very well, and it's a fine finish. Picked up by the Forest Green man. Slid it into that bottom corner. Carlisle just couldn't get the men back, and it's 1-1 in the 25th minute.
That is unbelievable. There's football down to a T. Kelly should have scored with his left foot. Keeper saved it, but he didn't really hit it super clean. And then the breakaway, there was a few soft challenges. Breakaway, one on the touchline, they should have tackled him, and Gilly cut in and pulled the ball back and just put it in the bottom corner.
Yeah, I didn't see who got the strike on goal for them, but it was a really nice finish. But great play from Boyabu down that right hand side.
Both teams had a really good counter attack, to be fair. They had a great counter attack there, and we had one player for that goal.
Looks like the number 14 who got it. That's Jaden Clark, the other winger. So winger to winger, came in, got in the right position, and finished it very well.
We did have a couple of opportunities to sniff it out in the middle, and then right at the end, at the death, he just got shrugged off.
He just had too much pace, didn't he, for Harper down that side?
But he could have been on the ball. He could have done a bit better, Harper.
Well, it's kick-off, it's 1-1, and it's as you were, 27th minute. Really nice play, electric play from Forest Green. You can see some real quality about the way they did that, and they're level. United were ahead for 7 minutes. And out of play it goes as Carlisle look to get us back underway. Throwing just over halfway on that left-hand side, and perhaps in taking the lead, and then Georgie Kelly looking like he was going to double it for Carlisle before the top save from their goalkeeper. He's starting to think United are going to, got the measure of Forest Green, but Forest Green just showing what they've got. As Williams one-on-one against Kenny, passes infield. Davis in support, chops and turns away from his man very well into a crossing position, swept towards the back post. Kelly helped under the ball there by their man. Just a little nudge on him as he takes it. It's funny, all the little soft things the ref spotted, never in a million years is he giving that as a penalty, but there's a lot more contact there on Kelly as he's going for that header than there was on Con Clark down here earlier in the match.
Yeah, I agree, but that was a fantastic ball there from Davis. Bit of whip on it, perfect.
Yeah, he could have gone back out to Williams, couldn't he? But he saw the opportunity to get it in from the deep and did so and did well. 28th minute. Managed to get downstairs in this stand and see one or two of the people here for the 0405 0506 reunion downstairs and get a bit of it. That'll be up on BBC Sounds later on as they come forward here. Forest Green out on the right hand side, couple of step overs from Boyabu, looking to get the shot away. Carlisle repel that, picked up again by another Forest Green man, looking to come inside, swerves the ball to the back post. Kengi gets onto it, don't think he'll keep that in play. Goal kick Carlisle.
Yeah, just got to keep concentration, keep the shape. When we get hold of the ball, regain it, just keep it for a little bit longer, because goals come quickly, don't they?
Yeah, what we're told is that they're not a faffy football team, overplay, all possession and all of that. They like to get it forwards, but they're actually dealing with the ball very well, Forest Green.
They've got a good balance though, because you can stick it up to Babalola, and then you can also play through the thirds, which they've done. They've mixed it up well. And
they've got 3 proper centre mids in there, aren't they, who are up for the fight in there. United, Con Clark's playing as an extra striker, really, isn't he? A slightly withdrawn, that Teddy Sheringham role, if you like.
Yeah.
Header away. Well, he wasn't actually. I thought Feeney was going to get onto it, all over in Babalola, and a free kick giving United's away. And I think he'll get spoken to here. Could be the first booking for a Forest Green player. Wants to have a word with Temi Babalola.
The best in new comedy, poetry.
It seems to be that sort of body language from the referee. Not to believe United have got 3 on yellows already, and not 1 for Forest Green.
I knew Gilly was quick, but I didn't know he was that quick on the breakaway. When the ball went down the right hand side and he chased him down, he had about 10 yards on him.
Yeah, Hopper basically probably should have fouled him, do you think? Because I think once he got past
his body in front.
Yeah. Breeze lifts it forwards, nice flat one for Kelly to try and get onto, but he was just again eased under the ball by Mendy. Clever little nudge in the back just as he was setting himself. They move it out to the right wing, and we'll try and play it Carlisle again, looking to get it to Boyabu once more down that side, and Carlisle just happy to get it clear. Had to play for a throw into Forest Green. You can see they're a little bit worried about Boyabu out on that right hand side, sitting quite deep off him. Now they'll try and come out and have a look at United down the left hand side where the goal scorer at Clark is, and Kengi's got to be marked. Mendy's run into traffic that somehow wound up getting it to a teammate. That was very fortunate. You can see he's a centre mid who's been put into that centre of defence and wants to get forwards and join in. Back to Boyabu out on that far side, sends the cross in towards the near post. Babalola trying to get onto it for Forest Green, but Carlisle clear back towards halfway, tied it back towards their goalkeeper. It's a fierce one, but the goalkeeper will get there. Kelly going after it, wants his teammate to come with him, but they're just sat a little deep. They are, it's giving them a lot of space to play in as Mendy gets on the ball here and looks forwards. One of the midfielders comes short to him, then gives it back to Mendy, left of their penalty area. It's almost a shot on goal for Mendy there. You was told not to pass directly back on target, aren't you? In case the goalkeeper makes a mistake.
Dean Wallen and Kagi.
They have one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Seen a few over the years, haven't you? Trying to get in behind Carlisle again with Boyabu out on that right hand side, looking to open the angle for his shot. Oh, just wide. And an offside flag up against him anyway, but very close. He's very dangerous, and Harper could do with a bit of help out on that far side, but you ain't going to get it, are you, from Regan Linney? He's not coming back. They haven't got the extra man in the centre of midfield because of Con Clark so far forwards, so they can't really spare it against their 3 men. Harper is going to have to deal with him. Well,
the best thing you've got to do is starve the possession, getting to him, really. That's the next best thing. We've just got to get hold of the ball a little bit and get up quicker, squeeze the lines a bit quicker, get up near Kelly, because there was a big gap there a couple of times in between defence, midfield and front men.
I tell you what, I'm quite pleased actually that Savage, there's a bit of substance to go with the style, because his team are playing really well here, and he did the job at Macclesfield when everyone thought they kind of were just buying the league. Here at Forest Green now, it's a tough league, the National League. There's some big hitters in here at this top end, and his side look like they belong there. Like Carlisle.
I'm presuming they've got that siege mentality. Yeah, I'll be the bad guy. I'll take all the heat off you. I'll take all the heat and just let them play.
And then he shrugged off the ball a bit easily there, and it's got them coming forwards again. Offside again against the protege, if you like, of Paul Murray, although you've only dealt with him a little bit, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've dealt with him a few times. He has got some ability, but whether he's got the consistency to play at Sheffield United, I'm not sure. He's doing all right today.
Mark Hughes just starting to look a bit frustrated there. He was just sort of arching his back and holding his hands out, sort of saying what's that, or what's going on. Just something there that says he's not entirely happy with what he's seeing. The game has certainly gone very level. Just before Forest Green equalised, Carlisle would have been 2-0 up, but for a great save from their goalkeeper. Kelly brings the ball down and leaves his man for dead with a lovely little chop back in field, and then Con Clark trying to play it first time, not entirely sure who to there. Don't really know what Con Clark was doing there. Very sluggish as he tried to play that one on, maybe in search of Williams. They've lifted it over the top once, looking to get Boyabu away again down that right hand side, and he's got a shot at goal. Flag stayed down this time. They can't deal with him. Aaron Hayden this time was the man winding up, going up after him. To be honest, he was chasing shadows. Thankfully, just forced him wide enough that Breeze was able to save comfortably.
Just got to keep the ball. We haven't kept the ball the last period of 10 minutes. We're not even passed through blue and white.
Yeah, Linney that time trying to find Con Clark all in one. Harper cuts it out and plays forwards to Con Clark now. Turns one way then the other and looking for Linney. You can see he wants to go to him down that left hand side. Gives it to Linney on the left touch line. Back to Con Clark. Other teammates come and join in. Infield it comes to Grant in the centre circle. Yeah, they're not looking out to the right, are they? Back to Con Clark and Linney combining down that left hand side. Can they make something happen for United? They're sort of prodding and pushing them backwards. Cross in towards goal. Comes off their defender Innes. And then smashed away downfield, and Feeney should be able to and does let it run through to Gabe Breeze. Touch better there. Davies wanting it out on this right hand side. Lifted forwards in search of Kelly for Carlisle here. Good chest control, holding off Mendy. Brilliant work, Kelly. Under a lot of pressure there, managed to get it to Davis. Out to Williams on this right, plays it further on now for the run of Gilead. Just asked a bit too much of him, and then poked out to play by Gilead for a throw in the left back position to the visitors.
Well, George Kelly bringing people into play, but we just want him to do it a little bit further up as the game goes. On the edge of the box, bringing people into play.
Oh dear, that pass inside from Davis wasn't very good, and it's just given possession back to Forest Green. On it with Bunker in the midfield. Over to the right back on that far side, Knowles. He likes to come forwards. He is a winger by trade. Finds the pass infield. They've got a man over on this left hand side, and I tell you what, it's a pretty good foul on the edge of the area, because if he'd have seen this ball out to Clark on the left, that would have been just one-on-one with the goalkeeper. If it had even stepped over, he might have been able to do that. The midfield running onto it. Didn't see Clark, did he, there? The scorer of their equaliser, and the free kick given away about 5 yards out, just to the right of centre on the edge of the Carlisle penalty area. This is very dangerous.
If you look at their breaks, the difference is they've got bodies high up the field, haven't they? And they've got runners coming, so they're just overloading us.
Yeah, the 4-3-3 is relying on them having a very attacking front three and a compact midfield three, and at the moment that's just winning out. United are playing Con Clark in that high number 10 role, and it's a bit of a luxury. He's not doing enough offensively, and they're missing him defensively.
Yeah,
that's almost
especially when you play in that position. You've got to be unbelievable out of possession, and he hasn't been top form in possession, so we're not getting really anything out of him at the minute.
And now to sort of ignominiously rub his nose in it, he's now the draft excluded behind the wall. He's lying down, so the wall can jump, and Clark's shot doesn't go under it. Looks like Clark will take on this free kick for Forest Green. It's a great strike, a really great strike, and it's gone wide. It is close. We'll get to see the reverse angle of this on the stream in just a moment. It was a thunderous strike, and it could have ripped into that top corner. It really could, and Breeze would have got nowhere near it. Hit it very hard and a great angle on it. Slightly to the right of centre, went for the top left corner as he looked at it. Struck it very cleanly. Still waiting for the stream to catch up here. Quite a long way behind us. About 50 seconds behind.
Which was the most difficult side to go for, actually.
Gives you more angle to get it up and down, I suppose, is the one thing. Getting into your geometry. Strikes it towards goal. Oh, Breeze was sprawling. Now Davis has dragged his man back there, but they've stayed on the ball. Did the ball stay in play? I don't think it did. The linos kept his flag down. Not sure what he was looking at there, and Carlisle have conceded the corner.
Well, look, the linos 10 yards away. If it's not gone out, it's not gone out, has it? Let's be fair. But there's another corner from this side. It's the fourth or fifth corner.
Yeah, 37th minute. Forest Green are quite comfortably on top at the moment here. Bossing possession chances, and they've had no one booked to Carlisle's 3.
But it could have looked totally different if Kelly had stuck it in there. I just didn't think he hit it clean enough.
You feel like it would probably gone in about 8 times out of 10 though, wouldn't you? Just the goalkeeper read it and got down very quickly. You get those low down close to the goalkeeper like that, they tend to be past them before they can react. Here comes the corner. They have gone at the near post again. Carlisle get the head on it with Grant. Will drift out the far side. I think it's going to be a throw in again to the visitors. Good spot from the liner on that far side, because it's not easy to see that necessarily. Throw into Forest Green. You can hear how quiet Brunton Park's gone. None of the banter with Robbie Savage or the chanting or anything at the moment. I think there's a bit of concern around here the way that Forest Green are massing. Approaching half time, and I have to say, in spite of the fact that Carlisle could have gone 2-0 up had that shot from Kelly not been saved, at 1-1 it feels like the balance is really leaning towards the side from Nailsworth. United have got some work to do here. Taking the time with this throw. Here it comes into the Carlisle penalty area. Big looping one in towards the near post. Headed away Kelly. Drops on the edge of the area. Man dragged down as he went for it. Thunderous shot through on the edge there. Linney felt he was fouled and wanted the free kick. Blocked by Carlisle. Forest Green pick it up for another throw. Clark takes it quickly in towards goal. Getting there, Feeney. Definitely pushed. Yeah. The referee spotted that one.
He got that one. Yeah, he's right. He's actually got that one right. He's told him 4 times he's made fouls and give him a yellow card.
Yeah, Babalola goes into the book on his debut, and he'd warned him last time, didn't he? And on that occasion, he did shove Feeney as he was going to make his defensive header, and the referee said, "That's enough for your yellow."
We just got to get a little bit more control.
Just calm down a little bit, I think.
Yeah, just get the ball, and like I say, pass it to blue and white, get moving.
Just look a bit frantic, don't they?
Yeah.
Like Forest Green have stuck one on the nose and they're just struggling to recover from it. Kelly, great chest control, but just took a bit too long once they brought it down, and they've drilled the ball out to the right wing there, looking for Bayabu, and he's really dangerous. He'll get there. Many would have seen that go out for a throw. Harper on that
getting over
far
there.
side. Carlisle get back in. The shot towards goal is really poor. Carlisle got numbers back in just about, but the ball out to Bayabu is such an outlet, because most players on this pitch, probably everyone but him, that would have been a throw-in to Carlisle, but he managed to recover it.
Yeah. Got to contain him. He needs a bit of help, actually. Whether Gilead can get over a bit quicker.
He can't, though, can't. Well, I mean, he had to in the end there, but if he does, he leaves Grant on his own with their 3 midfielders. It's
and then we just have to narrow off. Williams will have to tuck in, and that's always a difficult one.
Yeah, this is a quandary for Mark Hughes, because all the fans wanted him to go back to 4-2-3-1 when he tinkered with it against York and against Rochdale. Babalola turning well there under a lot of pressure, actually turned into his own man. He's massive, isn't he? How tall is he? Huge. Good tackle from Williams for United, and then the return ball. That was a handball, surely, and the referees missed that one, and they come away on the ball, and how is that not given? Pass inside there from their man. Carlisle can nick it back. Now he's dragged down. Now Con Clark's been dragged down by Mendy. The referees maybe let them play on there because they were still on the ball. Slip square for Gilead, but he wasn't sort of expecting it. Carlisle win it back. Now Gilead can try and come forwards here. Stepping in field, gives it to Con Clark, lays off to Grant, middle of the park, middle of their half. Trying to come forwards now with Hayden. Sent out left hand side. Linney will get onto it. Wasn't a great ball, Hayden, but Linney manages to get there. Chops in on his right foot. Shot repelled by Forest Green, who knew that he was going to chop back inside on that right foot. And in the end, Forest Green will try and break away here with Boyaba looking to just run it all the way out. Plays away down the left, cut out by Archie Davis. Plays it down the right for Williams, keeps it in play down the right touchline. Not out of play, despite what the lino's trying to say there. And the referee gives the free kick. He just got in his way and got down, didn't he, Kegney? Just got in his way and got down there, and the referee only too happy to oblige. And Frankie McAvoy over to the 4th official saying, come on, is that really a foul?
And having known him, Gilly is a diver. So he's had 4 free kicks, Gilly, hasn't he? He's won 4 free kicks. And that is so frustrating.
Yeah, lots of boos for the 4th official and for the referee and the lino here, and the referee asking us to get on with it. The 4th official, I think he's pulling over the referee here. I wonder if Savage is about to go in the book, because someone said something, and the referee now is being urged over by the 4th official. Savage is still in the 4th official's ear. Mark Hughes is over there, and he's pulling out a yellow card for Mark Hughes. The Carlisle boss goes into the book, and he's not happy. And Carlisle have just got to make sure that collectively they don't lose control of this game. Not at all impressed by this referee, but Carlisle have got to play their own part.
Of course they've got to drown out all these antics and just get on with it.
And in many ways, I don't know, I mean, I remember Greg Abbott once years ago saying he got himself sent off to try and get the crowd going. He wanted them to, it was a deliberate act, he said. He told us about it when he got sent off in a game. But in this scenario, when a few, it's getting to that point where 1 or 2 players might lose their heads.
Yeah,
do you not want your manager to be... Yeah.
We need calm heads on the pitch at the minute. Like I said, we haven't put any passes together for the last 10-15 minutes, and they've controlled the game.
Ball forwards that Feeney heads away. Need on by Williams for Carlisle. Con Clark just shrugged off the ball a bit too easily there.
You're not going to get anything for that.
No, he's appealing too much at the moment. He's looking a bit frustrated out there. It's not quite going the way the Boston game did. There's a bit of a peripheral figure in that pocket. Their midfield playing in front of him, and Carlisle struggling to get the ball close enough to him where he can danger them. In the centre of their defence with Innis, middle of their half, out to the right back. Knowles plays it down the line, looking as ever for that man Boyabu, but Carlisle managed to get a nick on it, and it's out of play on halfway on that right for a throw to Forest Green. 43rd minute, 1-1. United ahead through Regan Linney. But
they're just edging us on just a little bit of quality at the minute, a little bit of liveliness, a little bit of energy.
Jaden Clark with the equaliser, and right before they equalised, Carlisle were almost 2-0 up when Kelly's shot was brilliantly saved by their goalkeeper. The game could swing one way or the other. Looking to get out towards the left wing. Kegney's got inside Davies a bit too easily there, and he's going to cut it back into the penalty area. Danger for United. They've managed to get it away. It's only the fact that it missed anyone in pink in that penalty area, really, though. They'd have been running onto that. That could have been the lead for the visitors.
I mean, both wingers have done well against our couple of fullbacks.
Yeah, that's the fullback, Kegney, getting forwards on that occasion, I think.
I think just getting in at half time at 1-1.
Lifted forwards here, trying to get Babalola onto the ball. Does well to get across Feeney, but nudges it out of play for a throw into Carlisle.
And just get resetting. Mark might make some changes or change his shape slightly.
Yeah, just tweak little bits perhaps. Thrown in the right back position to Carlisle United. Down the line they look to go. Turned up further away by Feeney. In his chest control, turns and goes back to his goalkeeper. Still Sutton 1, Hartlepool 0. This game 1-1. Fulham Arsenal still goalless. It's a minute and 10 of this first 45 to go, and then we'll find out how much stoppage there's been for 2 goals. Was it 5 yellows? Not been a particular injury. I don't think either of the physios have been on, so you'd think 4 minutes, wouldn't you? Is it 30 seconds for each yellow? 30 seconds for each goal? Yeah. Or is it more for goals these days anyway? Carlisle have nicked it. Linney trying to get through. He's got a big chance if he passes it to Kelly. Edge of the area, takes on the shot, and he scored! Regan Linney's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Nicked it high, kept on running, options left and right, took it on and scored, and his man even tried to foul him and got booked for it. Knowles. Carlisle lead 2-1. Absolute smash and grab at the end of the half, but Regan Linney to 11 goals already. Carlisle 2, Forest Green 1.
Just turned it on its head off one giveaway from Forest Green. Brilliant finish in the bottom corner, but that's the difference when you've got top players. They're the differences.
Absolutely amazing. And the thing is, the goalkeeper almost got to it, didn't he? Yeah, he had to score because he had a man left and right.
He tucked it away beautifully. And here's me saying let's get to half time at 1-1, but that is football in a nutshell. Brilliant.
It's a mad, brilliant blooming game, isn't it? Yeah. When, ever since they equalised, Carlisle have been under the cosh. They've been having shots, things have been going against. The manager's just got booked. Regan Linney nicks it, drives at them. They left the gap. They messed up. Linney punished them.
Nice. That's like Premier League football right there. Absolutely punished. One giveaway. Drive, stuck in the bottom corner. Brilliant.
To take that from there and make it be a goal,
And he had options and he was confident to go on his own. I mean, he's going to get you over 20-25 goals, isn't he?
Be fascinating to see what he gets to, because so early he was on 9 and then he's been on that for 4 or 5 games, Regan Linney, and now up to 11 with 2 here, and he's on a hat-trick, and we're only in the first half. Inside the 2 minutes of time added on. In fact, we're heading into the second of them. I think it was 2 added on. It's a slight surprise given that we've now had 3 goals and 5 yellows, but what do I know? With Forest Green at the back. How can it be only 2 minutes time added on? Just make that make sense to me, Paul.
It doesn't. Not with the bookings.
Their clearance again came off a Carlisle man down that right hand side. United should get onto the ball away as well. Picked up on halfway. Be interesting to see what Mark Hughes does in the second half though. Con Clark just has struggled to get involved and has looked like what tends can be in the
But we haven't had the ball for long enough to try and get him on the ball and knit things together.
Feeney brings it down, passes up to Williams, just needs to be aware of the man either side of him. He's quick, of course, Josh Williams, trying to come forwards in a wing position today, but he's been shrugged off the ball, played in behind, trying to get it out to Bayabu on the edge of the area, and the referee's pulled it back for offside as he went after it very quick, but nice to see Breeze quickly off his line as well to come out and gather, and did well to stick some studs in an anchor there, because he could have slid out the area with the ball because he'd come that quickly for it.
Yeah, I have to say what a finish that was.
That's half time. The referee decided that was enough of it, and 2-1 Carlisle United lead. Both of them Regan Linney. A very Regan Linney display on his first occasion to be together again with his old mate Chris Con Clark from Altrincham. A lot of wonder about whether Con Clark would take centre stage or Linney. And Linney at the moment very heavily winning that argument. Forest Green though are very good, really impressed with them. Boos for the officials are understandable. I'm sure there'll be more pantomime boos for Robbie Savage, but there's a big threat to Carlisle here. They're doing their job, they're doing really well to be 2-1 up at the interval, but they've got a right old fight on for the second half, Paul Murray.
Yeah, they have. Like I say, we've absolutely brilliant, 2 finishes, superb. When they scored their first, we should have scored, and it should have been 2-0 really, and they go up the other end and score straight away. But no, it just shows you they had the last 15-20 minutes of the game, had some good opportunities, plenty of corners, maybe could have scored another one, but we stuck in there, and with someone like you've got Linney, he makes the difference, and that's what your best players have got to do on the day. And
that's exactly what you need, isn't it? You need someone who can make that difference, somebody who can make something out of nothing. I mean, the first goal wasn't nothing, obviously it was good play, but that one there, he was just Johnny on the spot, he was waiting for it, he was ready for the mistake, and so often when the mistake happens, the players who aren't quite Regan Linney aren't ready for it.
And he was so single-minded, he had options right and left. He thought, no, I'm going for this on my own, and what a finish it was, because he had to score when he didn't pass to the other 2. So,
and you actually made a comment that wouldn't have looked out of place in the Premier League. That is
the way you get punished in the top leagues. That is exactly it. Championship, Premier League, and he's just punished them.
He really has. And Carlisle United lead 2-1, and just moments before that, it's the curse of the commentator, Muzzy, you'll know all about that. You were just saying they just need to get inside, they need to get back in, because everything looked against them. The whole tide of the game felt like it was going away from Carlisle United, and yet what a change a goal makes.
Yeah, what a change. What a a great little nick actually by him, and driving forward and putting it in the net. No, it was really good, really good. But there's still at half time, Mark's going to have a little look at he'll have to have a look at his system, because they're not going to change, they're going to come out the same again, Forest Green, so he might have to still make a couple of tweaks. You can't just sit on your laurels and think, oh yeah, well no, Gilly's been a real threat, so how can they stop that? Well, both wingers have actually, and the forward, so he might have to make a couple of little tactical changes that will help.
Gilly, it looks like the big danger, but the big guy up front is very game, isn't he? I mean, he's on a booking, so he can't be perhaps quite as game in the second half, but he's very strong and physical. He gives them an outlet. Clark is the man who gets forward. He scored the goal. That midfield 3 gives them it feels like they've got an extra body in there, because they're not playing a luxury number 10.
Yeah, he's got some good balance, and I wouldn't be surprised if as the game goes both wingers swap sides and see how they get on against the other fullback. But like I say, Mark you've got to be really happy because you're winning the game, but if you can just tidy up them tactical changes, then we might come out and be nice, a bit more solid, I would want, and a bit better on the ball when we get it.
What have you liked about Carlisle United in that first half?
Well, there was patches of quality, but then the first bit, Con Clark was involved and Linney, but then when you've got your best players doing the best things at them times in the game, like Linney.
Some of the legends, by the way, sorry, I'm still listening to you, but I'm just looking down below with some of the legends of that 04-05 and 05-06 team. Fred Story amongst them, Simon Hackney down there as well. Lummy is in amongst them, Kev Gray is in there, Luke Joyce. There's someone's kid who's managed to get on the pitch as well with them, who's enjoying it. Don't know whether they're going to be spoken to by Adrian down there or not, but it looks like they may just be, but I don't know if they're going to be in the Golden Gamble. I don't know if they're going to be having a go at the big shots at half time as well. I think Chris Lumsden told us on this week's edition of the Carlisle Social, our BBC Sound podcast for all things Carlisle United. Latest episode out on Monday, of course, at lunchtime, reflecting on hopefully this win. He did tell us that they were doing the big shot, so we'll see if they get to do it. But sorry, you were telling us who'd impress you, Muzzer. Well, you might have finished and I just stopped listening.
Yeah, I think that was the case. I'm just looking at these actually, it's quite funny. You've got that's Big Fred there. I was wondering, is that Fred in it?
Yeah, that's Fred on the end with the tan pants.
Matty Glennon and Lee Andrews down there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Simon Hackney as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Simon Hackney. Yeah.
Luke Joyce.
Still looks like he could play, and I think probably could. He's as fit as you, I reckon.
Yeah. Joyce is doing well. He's got a good job at Brentford, doing the scouting for the first team.
He's doing very well.
Yeah.
I don't know whether his offspring are doing well as your offspring, mind.
My offspring aren't doing too bad.
Do you want to just tell us quickly about that?
He is still in America, still swimming in America. So fantastic of being there. It's brilliant. I went over in the summer. It's fantastic. She's coming over for a few months actually over Christmas, so that'll be really good for her. And Jacob is with Preston Grasshoppers first team rugby, so he's travelled today to the North East with them. So he's been on the bench a few times. He's got contracts, so I'm really pleased for him. But now the Murrays are doing all right. I'm doing not bad myself. I'm still in full time at Sheffield United, so that's good. So no, all good in my house.
Preston Grasshoppers, you didn't disown him for being an egg chaser rather than a footballer, did you?
No, he always says to me, "Why didn't you make me a footballer?" But I just looked at him when he was younger, the way he kicked it, and there was a few bits, and I think he's not going to be a footballer. So he went into rugby.
And he's not bad either.
He's not bad, yeah. He's very consistent.
Paul Murray with us then. Half-time, Carlisle lead 2-1.
I think the ex-players are going to have a go at the big shot, so we'll maybe report on that very shortly. We will hear from Andy Wing, the Barrow head coach, after their 2-1 win at Walsall very shortly. Robin's been in touch, listening from Mexico with a patchy internet. He says, "Come on the Blues, we have to win games like this, especially after York and Rochdale. But not getting beaten is a minimum." This is Jim, who says always got to be a needle match. These referees aren't up to it yet again. He's definitely come with a game plan. Anonymous, ref's done his best to spoil this game. Reminds me of the Altrincham ref. We can't put a foot in for worry of giving away another yellow. Sellafield TT says referee ruining the game, breaking up play and bucking the spine of our team. Deserved to take the lead. It's hard done by him in the first half. Need to get it wide, faster, and there's more goals in the game, says Sellafield TP. Right, let's hear from Andy Wing then. Barrow 2-1 winners at the leaders Walsall earlier today to extend their unbeaten run to 5 games. After the game, he spoke to Adam Johnson.
Andy, you said a couple of weeks ago that your win against Crawley was quite possibly one of the best of your managerial career. I think you may have just topped that today, do you think?
Probably, but I think in that game we were bare bones, weren't we, with illness, and we were all really struggling, and to perform like we did was admirable. And today exactly the same, especially when you're down to 10 men after 50 odd minutes against a team like this will put you under pressure, especially at 1-0. A very good team, so we had to ride our luck a little bit, but we worked extremely hard. The lads were magnificent. Will in goal was magnificent. I thought the subs who come on were brilliant. Thought first half was a top away performance. We limited them to chances. There had quite a few set pieces that we defended extremely well. I thought we could have been braver at times on the ball, or better at times on the ball. But I thought it was a magnificent performance. Start of the second half was probably the same until the sending off, and then you'd probably fearing the worst like everyone else. That second goal was massive. I thought Witch was magnificent on that side, and great to see Charlie obviously score. Poor goal really to concede, but the lads worked their absolute socks off and rode their luck at times, but they earned that by working their absolute socks off.
It's certainly the testament, isn't it, about the fact of your wingers. A few questions held their way in the attacking sense, you could maybe say at times this season, but the combination for the first goal, and then as you say, the effort of Whitfield to get that second, probably deserving an assist, which statistically you probably won't be given because of the way the goal came.
Absolutely. Well, to be fair, the first goal is exactly what we've worked on in training all week, so that's even more pleasing. To cross early, to get in behind them, obviously Noob's coming on the back stick, excellent goal, and it started from our goal kick that we've worked on as well. We all got it wrong the one before, but brilliant from him that he rectified that, landing on a second ball, got into that assist zone down wide, and we crossed early behind their centre backs. Obviously you're crossing into Flint, he's going to win every ball in the air, so we wanted to cross early and get in behind them. Excellent, great goal on transition. Thought Witch was excellent, the second goal, especially with 10 men, and then it was all about grit and determination from the lads, like I said, against a very good team, and we've come out on top.
As you say, the game management as well at times that you got absolutely spot on as well at times, just slowing the game down when it needed to.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we've got to be better than that. We've got to be better at that. I'd say we've got to be more of a League Two team in terms of that. Because everyone does it. Walsall do it. They're extremely good at it. That's why they're flying high at the top of the league. But we've got some experienced players back, even Kane. You look at Kane, MJ and Rag sort of centrally in there. With Rax in there, he's played a lot of games in League Two, so we're getting better at that. We still can be better, but outstanding all in all, and I'm really pleased with the results, obviously.
It's probably, as you say, that it shows the character of the team, doesn't it, to come here to a place like this where they've only lost once this season at home in league games. I mean, it really shows the ability that your team does have.
Yeah, they've won 4 out of 4, the last 4 here. They haven't lost in 8. So we knew it was a tough place to come, but obviously we massively respect them. Obviously the manager, but I respect them as a team. I think they're outstanding. But we had. I said to you before. I said we have to have that belief, because we believe that we can go and win today. Just wanted the players to believe that. We've done a lot of work with them all week on this, and we have done. They've been excellent. And if they keep having that belief in themselves that we're a very good football team. I've said it even when we're losing games at the start of the season. Just wait. Look, we haven't turned the corner, as in like we have turned the corner, but we're not the finished article. Nowhere near that yet. But we're getting better and better and better. And that performance epitomises, the sort of journey we've been on, and the belief that the players can show, and how good a team we actually are. We can get better, but just delighted for everybody associated with the football club today. I thought the fans were outstanding, and a very good win for us.
Players coming back from injury for you as well, to give you things to think about, but it's going to be a challenge, isn't it, for them to get in this team the way that these players seem to be going?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think like sort of like a Scotty Smith epitomises that today. 2 weeks ago I left him out of the squad. He's running on his own before the game, probably thinking it's the end of the world. Comes on today and was absolutely magnificent for us, and I just think that just shows the characters we've got in there. Look, we've left a couple at home today who are going to be disappointed, but it's a fortunate position that we probably haven't been in since I've been here. That we're leaving good players out, injuries are coming back. We've got a fantastic bench now. And we can bring subs on and change the game. That's exactly what I said at the end of last season. We need that kind of change about us we changed shape. Obviously we had to because of the sending off, but we can do different things now against game for game, and that's showing. Since the injuries are back, it's no coincidence that we've started picking results up.
Obviously a big week for you now, isn't it, to prepare for that game against Barnet, but no doubt at the same time you're going to be going into that game very high in confidence, not just on the factor of the run, but this result in particular.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got to obviously sort of celebrate a win, because there's so many lows in football. You have to, obviously it's relief to win a game of football, but you've got to take the plaudits when you can, and then come back on Monday to work and get ready for another tough game against a top team who I've come against many times before, a top manager I've come against many times before. But we're at home, and now we have to go and make these performances at home now and show our home crowd, how good we have been away from home. Now we've got to try and replicate that at home, and hopefully fans will come in force. I thought they were excellent today. Come in force, really support us, because hopefully we're only going one way.
Tyler Walker, any word on him?
Yeah, I feel really sorry for Tyler, because he's such a great lad, works his socks off. Probably misunderstood at times. I thought he was excellent, and I think he pulled his hamstring. I said to him yesterday that I just hope this is your chance to sort of get yourself in and stay in. Because he's a great lad. He's been at a top level. Unfortunately, I don't know. Pulled his hamstring today, but fortunately we had Kano back. I thought it was excellent for his first game back. And so gutted for Ty, but we've got obviously Innes and we've got Kano back, and hopefully it's not a bad one anyway.
And a final one, I know you've touched on his performance slightly, but he just seems to be growing every game that he plays in Will Stanway, and certainly towards the end, some of the saves that he was making for you.
Yeah, he's a top goalkeeper. I think I'm not trying to sell him or anything like that, but he's going to have a lot of attention, isn't he, because he's a top player. He's got loads to work on, but he's aggressive, like an old school goalkeeper that comes out, he comes off his line, punches thing, but he's aggressive, and that defenders love that. So he's done fantastically well. He'll improve. He's got a fantastic goalkeeper underneath him. He's got a fantastic goalkeeping coach who makes sure he's at it every day. So that department's doing fantastic at the minute. He has to just keep him getting his head down, day in, day out, and keep working, and he can be wherever he wants to be.
The sound of local football.
Carlisle and Barrow, exclusively live.
BBC Radio Cumbria Sport.
They'll know each other from the Macclesfield down the bridge.
Welcome back to Brunton Park. Paul Murray alongside us, just noticing Linney and Savage having a little chat as they prepare to come on. Welcome back. Yeah, Andy Wing there, the Barrow boss, after that fine 2-1 win against league leaders Walsall. Will it be a brace of 2-1 wins for Cumbria's top two football sides today? Because Carlisle lead 2-1 going into the second half here against Forest Green. Big half for Mark Hughes' men, and we'll find out how they get on in the next 45 minutes here as we get back underway. Forest Green kicking us off and going out to that left hand side, and they'll look to come forwards down the United right in the opening stages of this second half. Big half, Paul Murray, for this Carlisle team.
Big half. We've got to get a bit more control about it, even though we're winning. Here we go.
Trying to get onto it here with Con Clark high up on the right hand side. Just carries the ball and then gives it out to Williams out on that right touchline. He's got pink shirts all around him, tries to dance around, maybe got away from three of them but not the fourth. In the end, that's a nice pass out of defence from Mendy, and they'll try and bring the ball away down the right hand side, trying to get at United down the wing, and Grant has done well to get in that, and that should be a foul. Surely it was a foul. He seemed to have got the better of his man there, who just then dragged him back, Josh Grant. Hayden, unsure, belts the ball at the line-out and just whacks it into the advertising hoardings, and a throw in to Forest Green on the right touchline. Foul on Grant, or am I being too soft?
Too soft.
Fair enough. Thrown to the edge of the area. They'll try and step away with Whitwell. Dances in between a couple of men. Conclard didn't really lay a glove there. Carlisle get back onto it with Kelly, but it's a good tackle back actually from the Forest Green man.
They're the little moments you need to get hold of the ball. Just get hold of it for us.
Feeney comes and wins it. Helped under the ball by his man. Gilly had a little bit flat-footed there. Hayden has to head away. They get their foot on the ball. Loose touch, but nobody was on top of the man making the touch, making the run out of their midfield. Bunker, big centre half, and then, oh dear me, it's a really wild one from Boyabu there, coming in off the right. Set up their equaliser in the first half and looked very lively, very fast. But in terms of crossing, gets a bit wild. Was it even a shot maybe?
Well, with Gilly, I don't even think he would know himself.
Savage gets sung at again around us here, of course live at Brunton Park. Can't really shield your delicate ears from the language around us. I'm sure the majority of you are used to it though, been at football as the ball's played out to goal by Carlisle. Kelly trying to get the flick onto a teammate, but it just drifts through to the Forest Green goalkeeper McNicholas, former Wrexham man.
I'd like Williams maybe gamble on a couple of them on occasion when Kelly's going up for it, and potentially he might flick it on for him.
Yeah, maybe it's just that full-back nature in him. You know, we all want him to, you know, that he's a very good attacking right back, well, and at times looks better as the attacker than the full-back, but you have a little bit of mentality, don't you? A bit more cautious perhaps when you trade as generally as a defender. They're trying to get it. It's nice football as well to get it out to the left wing, and they're trying to get in behind Carlisle United, but it's Williams who's come a long way back there, and that's just what I'm talking about. Look, he's looking to do that job for the team. Place it up to Kelly. Mendy all over him, just about holds off his man. Carlisle keep going down the right, played in field, then taken out, free kick to Carlisle, and I think this is going to be another yellow card, and so it is, to their number 3, Neil Kengi. I think we're level on bookings now on the pitch, although Carlisle's still leading because Hughes is 3 each now. Hughes is booked and Savage isn't somehow. They're all just used to Savage, I guess. Carlisle up to second in the table on the strength of this lead they have against Forest Green, but it's slender. 2-1 from the first half, 2 from Linney either side of the Clark equaliser for Forest Green. United lift forwards. Kelly, man all over him, Innes. Arm in the base of his neck there as Kelly went for the header. And then Conclark getting it down under a lot of pressure. Little sidestep there from Gilead is good. Trying to get it forwards to Conclark. Trying to send it back into Gilead on the edge of the area. Nice tight feet, but hacked away by Kengi for the visitors. Carlisle win it on halfway and out on that right hand side where Davies can look forwards. Just lifts it in search of Kelly. Man all over him. Oh, they were all over each other and their man fell backpedaling, and the ref just cannot wait to give a free kick.
You've got to leave that. It's an old fashioned wrestle. Just be the stronger man and let it continue.
They were all over each other, and their guy behind Kelly sort of backpedaled and fell, and the ref just decides it's a foul. Just stay out of it. Just let him do it. If they're both doing it, you're almost waiting for one of them to lose out and then giving the free kick their way. Good defending from Feeney for United, stepping in and winning the header. Grant can't get onto it first time in midfield, but then he's caught as he plays it second and he gets the free kick.
There has been a hell of a lot of free kicks, let's be fair, haven't there?
Very disjointed match. The referee's much too much of a feature, but I think he set the tone, and the players are just sort of working with it now, aren't they? Yeah. But yeah, people are going down. I mean, I didn't think there was much in that one there for Grant going down. Hayden on the ball, on halfway, doesn't have anything to hit here out on this left-hand side. Played to Linney. Harper had gone infield. Linney can't take the ball with him. They'll try and break through. It's a really poor pass from Boyabu, and it's an equally poor one from Feeney, but it's into that inside left position, and Kelly can go after it. They'll try and get clear. Passed across the edge of their penalty area. United looking to nick it back through Con Clark. Still got pressure on the ball, pressing hard here, trying to earn the mistake again, given that they leave after a mistake from Forest Green.
That's what we've got to do a little bit more. They're building. They want to drop off and keep it and let the centre half step in. We've got to build a bit more.
Too easily through the Carlisle line. Grant makes the tackle, but they're still coming here, Forest Green. They've opened up a bit of space. They've got a man over potentially out on this right hand side. Boyabo on the ball. He's got a player going beyond him. Find the angle for a shot towards goal, which Carlisle repel, and it's out for a throw. He was a bit greedy there, but it did open up in front of him. The decoy runner behind him just made a bit of space. Throw down the line. Heavy touch from their man, but Carlisle just not quite close enough to it. United through Kelly just trying to force them backwards. Come away with the ball again though. Boyabu playing well. They've got a bit of space on the edge of the penalty area. Carlisle working hard to try and get a block in, and in the end hat clear. Drops in the middle of the United half though. Picks up again Forest Green. Sieging Carlisle at the moment. Got the bit between the trees trying to get it United. Edge of the area trying to give and go around Carlisle. Archie Davis, clever step over. Lets the ball drift behind for a goal kick to United. Still lead 2-1 here.
You better be careful, the 9. Hayden in the 9. Babalola.
Yeah, he's getting into it a bit with Aaron Hayden, isn't he?
Yeah, they've been physical all game, but...
Wouldn't mind the ref pulling out a yellow each.
Yeah.
That'd be the end of Babalola.
Yeah.
Just been told probably to calm down there, isn't he, by one of his teammates, Temi Babalola. Mutual respect between the two of them.
How old is he, Babalola?
24. I'm having a miss out tonight. My whole family's gone to the cathedral this evening for the Princess Songs night. You know, one of the orchestra things that I would have been at. If this were a 3 o'clock kick-off, I'd have been there. But mother-in-law's come after this one got moved to a 5:30 kick-off. I think all the music is frozen and all of that.
You might catch a couple now.
No, it's done at 7:30. We're not off air till 8. Header away at the back for Carlisle, but Forest Green coming on top of them again. Out to the edge of the penalty area. Right hand side here with Boyabu. Trying to open the angle for the shot. Always looking for the shot. Ricochets, falls to a teammate. Edge of the area. Played square. Man running onto it. Stabbed through goal. Carlisle just not picking up that second runner from midfield. And it is 2-2. 53rd minute just into. And I think it was Bunker running on from the midfield there, and somebody just did not follow him, and in the end when it broke to him he tucked it away really well, and it's 2-2.
Really disappointing, that. Really disappointing, right through the middle of us. I thought he took quite a large touch. I thought someone could have got onto him there when he had his first touch through the back. Disappointing, he didn't even go in with it. He toe-poked it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just bobbled under, Breeze.
The old Romario finish. Plenty of goals like that. Sometimes you haven't got the angle, have you, to get your foot around it.
I just felt that his first touch was quite heavy, and I thought, someone's going to nick it.
Yeah, there were just too many gaps in between Carlisle, aren't there, that Forest Green are getting through. That was happening before Carlisle took the lead in the first half, and it wasn't amazingly sharp defending from United.
No.
Not at all. I mean, Boyabu's shot ricocheted and fell kindly, but you've still got to get out to your men, haven't you?
Yeah.
Hartlepool have also equalised.
Just picking up, here we go.
6-5-9-8, and only 124 from Forest Green. But Carlisle United, their fans, lunge on the edge of the area. Ball taken, said the referee, and cleared hurriedly away by United.
They just started picking up a bit more second balls. There's a prime example of that goal. But here, they just start picking up all the little ones.
You can see a conflab down there, can't you?
Yeah.
Frankie McAvoy with Hughes, and also Jack Codworth, the goalkeeping coach. I wouldn't be surprised if United didn't change something, because it's fair to say that Carlisle's nicked goal that gave them the lead at half time was a bit against the run of play, and the play's carried that way, hasn't it? Carlisle getting an intercept here with Harper going forwards. Just his touch was poor though, and he just let the ball get away, and he's shrugging in frustration that nobody got onto it, but he should have been better. Kelly coming in to try and nick it for Carlisle.
Just slack on our passes. We regain possession, just give it away straight away, and you put yourselves right back under pressure.
Yeah, Forest Green.
These two wide men.
Yeah, Forest Green looking sharper. Coming at Carlisle again with Clark down the left-hand side, trying to go the long way around, but that should just drift through for a United goal kick.
But unfortunately, he's just not getting anything out of Con Clark at the minute.
No. and you wouldn't want to take off Con Clark
you're not going to
for a
take him
centre
off,
mid, because they haven't necessarily got any game changers on there. But it's whether you do something different another way, whether you try and get Armstrong up top and go 4-4-2 or something like that. If you were to take off Con Clark. Kelly going for the ball, pushed in the back, referee didn't see it. Forest Green get onto the second ball. Dancing in off the left, Clark, good footwork. And Carlisle have really got work to do here, because it's 2-2 at the moment. They're on for a point, but there's some big players in here having big games for Forest Green, and United's biggest player, Linney, has had a stormer and has got 2 goals.
But
he needs more coming with him.
Yeah.
Kelly's working very hard in a very difficult battle with both their centre halves. And they can't get Con Clark on the ball, United, and there's too much of a gap really between the 2 in midfield behind him and the number 10 that United's number 38 is in that role in behind Kelly.
Yeah, we need a few more players to step up.
I think our fullbacks would join in more perhaps in the attacks and help the extra men, but it's difficult to do that because they're pinned back by their wide men.
Exactly. And they're the biggest threats.
Throw in for United on the right hand side. Davies with it. It's infield. Oh, that's a really poor pass. Infield is giving it to Babalola, and they're going to look to get it inside. Hayden did well to initially block it, and then Grant's done well. And it's a good ball from Grant as well, converting defence into attack. Driving forwards, Linney here. Trying to find Con Clark, and I think it took a nick off the defender's ankle. Yeah, accidental nick, and it took it away from Con Clark.
A great little run, cut inside like Linney does, gets in front of the player.
Well, that was way too easily. Whitwell away from Grant there, running forwards down the right hand side. Looked like offside, he is offside. Yeah. Poor pass, poor run. Perringham. I don't know why Whitwell played it to him. In truth, he was clearly offside. Whitwell could have just carried on himself there, and he's shouting at your mate Boyabu.
But he's always offside. He doesn't need to be. He's that quick, but he's just unfortunately not got the brain power just to hold on a little bit.
Yeah, but Whitwell must have known that. I suppose not looking across the line to the left, somebody might have been playing him on.
But if you see how many times he's been caught offside.
Goal kick forward, or free kick from the goalkeeper forwards for United. Kelly trying to pin Innes, can't quite. They reverse it round the corner, lifted forwards by Hayden under a lot of pressure from Babaloa. Kelly trying to get the ball down. There was probably a foul in there, but Whitwell didn't half go down easy looking for it. But it probably was just about a foul. Little arm over the shoulder.
They already know the ref. They worked him out, haven't they? They know any kind of tiny contact, they're going to go down.
Yeah, if the ball gets away from you, get down and see if the ref gives you something. That said, the only player booked.
This is what, when we get it, we need to just do that, build a little bit more.
But then a couple of passes in between. Feeney with the loose touch, but he manages to recover it and can drive forwards. Nothing in front of him though. He's just got to be careful what he does here, and that's a good idea. Goes and puts it into that channel. McAdam and Ellis coming on for Carlisle. United have won it back high up here with Williams. Goes around his man, just helped off the ball. That was really good play from, was it Clark tracking back or Kengney the left back? It might have been Clark actually. Mendy over there on that left hand side. And they'll lift it away down the left touchline. Carlos should get there and do with Feeney. Heads it downfield. One in the midfield. Kelly trying to help out. Ball just a bit aerial. Clark trying to bring it down and didn't. And they tidy it back to their goalkeeper McNicholas. 2-2 the scoreline. Carlisle changes coming. 2 certainly, I think you'd have to say, more defensive midfielders. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a totally defensive change if that happens, of course. Yeah. On the right hand side here, bit of space for Whitwell. United need to get out. Sends the cross in towards the back post. It's really poor, and it will drift out for a throw into Carlisle on the far side, the right. And here come the changes for United. McAdam is coming on for, trying to get a bit more height and physicality in there perhaps. They're after somebody else from the bench as well. Trying to see the numbers on there. Off comes Josh Grant for Harvey McAdam. That's the first change. And Jack Ellis is going to come on for, my guess will be Con Clark, I have to say. And it's Alex Gilliard coming off for Jack Ellis here, so changing those anchoring too, but keeping the same system, the same formation. Just felt he hasn't got enough out of those two, I guess. They'll be much more deeper. McAdam is, and there's another change coming here. Jordan Jones is coming on now. Who's this? Is this maybe going to be for Williams? Might this be for Con Clark? Mike Jones going to the number 10 role. And it is Con Clark who comes off for Jordan Jones. Applause for Carlisle. He does look a bit leggy, he looks a bit tired. Jordan Jones should be able to craft and scheme in that role if that's where he goes, unless Williams goes into a different position.
But this is one thing going forward that Carlisle has got to get over. Coming off at 60 to 70 minutes, you know what I mean? It's been a regular thing in his career. You want your best players on for 90 minutes.
Yeah. He's not played a great deal of football, mind.
Understandable, but I can look back through over his career. It's always been one of them ones.
It's a theme. He's a sort of a 65-minuter.
Yeah. But hopefully, could one of these sort of get a little bit... I know they're two sitters, but can one even stretch the legs and join in or not?
Yeah, they do, but they can look a little awkward in doing it, in terms of trying to get forwards and be a creative force.
Yeah.
I think Carlisle...
But it's just getting... Even if you're 10 yards, one's 10 yards higher than the other, you might pick up a bit more.
Linney with a clever reverse ball out to Jordan Jones, who goes on that left-hand side. I think Linney might be in the middle at the moment, but Jones out on the left here, trying to go towards the byline. Should have got his side of corner, and he has.
Take that corner.
Didn't quite have the pace, did he, to get all the way around his man, but he draws the corner out of him.
He was positive at least, getting on it and driving forward.
Something were pegged back by a Hartlepool equaliser, but lead again in the game at Gander Green Lane. Carlisle preparing to take this corner. I have to say, I really need the toilet, and it's leaning forwards and sort of putting pressure on my bladder to see around this analyst. It's starting to cause me a mishap as the ball goes in towards goal, headed away from the corner by Forest Green. United pick it up again here with Jones on the left-hand side, works it onto his right foot, sends the ball in towards goal. Decent-ish ball, but in the end straight down the keeper's throat. Touch lower as it got to him, and that would have been difficult. First time ball over the top from the goalkeeper. After it here, Boyabo pushed out to the right touchline by Williams, comes away with the ball. Williams didn't manage to stop him all in one. And then they picked it up with Knowles here, getting forwards from right back. Passes out to the left-hand side. Bit of space here with Kangney to try and send something into the Carlisle box. Lifts in towards goal. United win the first contact, then the second with Harper, and they'll try and get onto it here with Ellis, looking to drive United away down the left-hand side. What's he got about him? Man got in very tight to him. Oh, and then he miscontrolled it out of play. Didn't really have a picture in his head. Was good running from Knowles, working back to track him back. Goes across their defensive line and to the left again, where Davies is dealing with somebody else's man. Has to come up now and meet Kangney, the full back, and send him back towards halfway. The winger probably is his man in truth. It's just that nobody's helping him with the full back coming forwards and trying to double up on him. There you have it, on the edge of half, and Carlisle might just nick this here and do through Kelly, and then the centre half absolutely wipes out the United man really hard on Linney, and that's Lauren Mendy, and he's on the break, and it's a red card. I didn't even realise Mendy had been booked, but he's now just got the second yellow, and he's off, and they're down to 10 men, and that's a big help to Carlisle United. I don't know when Mendy got booked in truth, but off he goes. Second yellow for Lauren Mendy, and off he comes. He dwelt on the ball, didn't he? He's been very confident player, very confident in holding on to the ball in tight areas and congested areas, but that was just lunacy.
Just seen it there on the replay. Definite second yellow.
Well, that's a big lift for Carlisle, and you can hear what the Carlisle fans think of it.
I mean, what an opportunity this is now. Interesting to see what Robbie Savage does.
Carlisle with a free kick from that moment. Lifted forwards towards the edge of their penalty area. Goalkeeper's going to get there. Not a great ball in, actually, from Archie Davies.
Don't disappoint now. That's what I'd be saying.
Well, you should do better, shouldn't you, with the extra man? You should, but teams don't always.
These aren't going to sit and they're not going to sit and think they'll take a draw. These lot will still attack.
Harper clears away downfield after a slightly erratic header from Hayden. United trying to get away now with Jordan Jones. Good running, good tackle. I actually thought he got the ball there. Jordan Jones wants to play on, and is it another player on it? If it's Knowles, it could be another on it. Second yellow, isn't he? Was it one of the midfielders, or was it Knowles, the right back?
That's Whitlock. That's Whitwell, that isn't it?
Whitwell, was it, right?
But I have to say, I thought he got the ball.
I thought he got the ball there, but it came in from the side, so he maybe got a bit of the man first. Boyabu's gone down here, and I don't know whether he's really injured or whether they just want a breather. United courses around Brunton Park. Whitwell will go into the book then, if that's who it is, the number 25. It is a yellow for him.
I mean, I thought that was a really poor decision from the referee.
A, because Carlisle were breaking, and B, because it probably wasn't a foul, and Jones got back up and got on with it. Jones had the ignominy last season of being sent off for 2 dives in a game.
You've just got to be careful, because Robbie's not going to sit back and park the bus. He just won't do that.
No, I mentioned that because he was very keen to get back up and get on there. He didn't think it was a foul, is the point.
I'm saying about Robbie's tactics, the managers at Forest Green, I'm saying that he won't sit back and sit and park the bus and go, alright, he'll still attack.
Yeah, so Carlisle have got to be aware of that, alive to it, but they've got to also take the opportunity and man up against these to go on and try and win this game.
Absolutely.
By all accounts, he got booked in the 48th minute in the second half, did Mendy. That one.
I mean, you'd be disappointed with that, wouldn't you? Midfielder tracking back.
He just seemed to want to hold on to the ball and show that he could hold men off, didn't he, Mendy? Because he is a midfielder who plays in defence. He's one of those who gets put in there when they're a bit short. I think they've been struggling a bit with the fitness of Jordan Taylor-Moore, who's coming on now.
But it was good pressing.
Yeah, it was really good pressing from Kelly. Got the initial break, and then as Linney took the ball on, he just swept his legs out. It was a definite yellow. But dear, what a...
At least Jones has come on a couple of promising runs. You know, not with super pace, but...
The fourth official showing is absolutely nothing with his board on either side. He's not showing anyone anything. There it goes. 18 for 15. So they take off Isaac Moore, and on comes Jordan Taylor-Moore, who'll go in the centre of their defence. That was quite nice when he held the board up, gave it the old twist and turn, show everyone absolutely nothing. And I think somebody must have set him behind him. Now on that ball, you know, Mara. Well, is the emphasis, is the momentum now with Carlisle United? Extra man, 2-2, home crowd. A lot of things potentially with them here. Ball lifted forwards from the free kick into the area and hooked away, and the referee has spotted men down and is going to bring a free kick because of that. Lieutenant Six.
There's a physio race.
Physio's both trying to get on the racing Sophie Burney.
He's lost a bit of gear as well, dropped out of his bag.
Just did a quick bit of maths because we had a break in play. The Carlisle fans are outnumbering the Forest Green fans here today by 53 fans to 1.
How many Forest Greens is there?
124. 6,598 Carlisle fans. 53 to 1. More than 53 to 1.
What are we averaging away fans?
Oh, it took 1,000 on the opening day, but regularly get sort of more towards 500.
But what was that year? You actually broke the record for the most away fans for the season. I think it was over 1,200 every game. I can't remember what year it was. It wasn't what years I was playing. I think it was like 2011-12 or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it was some record. I don't know, some punter might know out there what it was.
Maybe
I think we broke a record, and it was over 12 or 1,500 for every game for the whole season. It was a record.
Wow. Anyone know the answer to that from Paul Murray? 81333, the text number after the word Cumbria. You have to know that one in that period. But Carlisle do travel brilliantly. They're really helped by their tremendous London branch down in the capital, which they've got such a big expat that when they do go to games down south, they swell the numbers. But still, if you're at a York or something like that, you'll get terrific numbers coming from Carlisle, and bus loads of them go always to away games.
How many did you take to Truro?
Not done that one yet. That one's in April. They came up here with I think they brought 78 or 87. And
that's amazing.
It was a fair effort. Yeah, it was the longest trip in the history of league football in England until Gateshead went there 6 weeks later. In fact, they might be doing that soon actually, if they haven't already gone there, Gateshead. But
I remember back in the day doing Torquay on Tuesday night, getting picked up at my dad's junction at like 6 in the morning. This was under Knighton.
Yeah.
Travelling down, losing the game, then coming straight back up.
Yeah, player welfare, paramount in those days.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I think Carlisle 5 or 6 years ago, had Plymouth away, first away trip of the season on a Tuesday. Congratulations. Great trip, Mind Home Park. So 2 players down with head injuries, and physio's been in action. It looks like both will be okay to come back on. Bayabu has been okay to come back on after his bout of cramp that miraculously occurred around them needing to get a substitute on following the dismissal of Mendy. And their goalkeeper fires forwards. Carlisle head it into the Forest Green half. Kelly never getting onto that one. Innes with a towering head on beyond him. Harper clears away downfield. Carlisle looking to get the next contact, but Forest Green still seem to have an extra man in there, even though they literally don't now. Just good play from them as Linney comes across the midfield, plays it out to the right hand side, and Davis can try and scamper forwards from right back for United. Linney has gone sort of more in an advanced role, hasn't he? And he's playing more alongside Kelly. Carlisle more
just come back on now.
4-2-4, aren't they? With Williams on the right, Jones on the left, McAdam and Ellis in the centre, and then Kelly and Linney down the middle. Just drifting Linney though, picking up pockets, trying to get on the ball where he can help out. Ellis on it in the midfield for United in the centre circle, gives it to Feeney, and then out to the right wing. Carlisle look to come now, trying to come forwards with Davis, sends across him from deep. Kelly looking to get the little flick onto it. Defender gets a touch, played off Jones behind Farouk.
Just going to concentrate, keep his eye on the ball, Kelly. It was a nice little ball in from the right hand side.
Just trying to sweep it all in one, wasn't he, rather than getting it under.
Just keep your eye on it. Just get a bit of contact.
Mark Hughes is a firm advocate, is it? If in doubt, absolutely rocket your foot through it. Don't worry about trying to be too precise. He said that was the way he did it.
But he was the master at it.
He was very good at it. Very good at it. But like that gives you license, doesn't it, not to try and be too precise?
Yeah. But he didn't hit any over the Neil centre.
No, that's true. Arsenal have a penalty in the second half, and they already lead through Trossard, who away at Fulham. They've got a penalty to try and make it 2-0. As Carlisle through Jones, work the ball out to the right wing, and will come forwards again down that line to Williams under pressure from these fullback. Goes back to Davis. Just didn't see the angle to take his man on there. United pass infield, ball over the top. Williams can go after it out on the right wing. Can he get to this one and keep it in play? Played off his man. Space to come into the penalty area now on the right hand side. Thrashes in towards goal. United pick it up. Square pass. Linney on the hat trick. Goes, put it over the bar. Oh, was it him? Was it Jack Ellis actually? Jack Ellis. Oh, he sat it up and he hit it really true. Just too high. Should have been the third. Should have been Carlisle ahead. You keep your eyes on that replay. We've got another change coming for them. They're bringing on Sean Long. I think he'll go to right back. Well, he will. He comes on for Clark. I think Knowles will get pushed up onto the wing and Long will go to right back. That's the next change for Robbie Savage here as they try to reorganise. Comes on for Clark, who scored their first equaliser. Still 2-2 mind now. Carlisle playing against 10 men though. Mendy sent off for the visitors.
He actually took a good touch at Ellis there, but he's got to keep it down. Good touch, he should be hitting the target there.
He's a career right back who's been converted into a midfielder, and maybe just in that moment, it was such a good find, wasn't it? Such a good pass to him. Was it Jones who made the pass? Such a good spot, because Jones, if that's who it was, could have shot himself. Just saw the man in a better position. Towering header downfield from Aaron Hayden for United. Kelly trying to get onto it, might break his way. Fullback under pressure on the far side, hacked away. Carlisle trying to get onto the next ball, flick round the corner. They're trying to break onto United. Big tangle there, and the referee gives the free kick Forest Green's way, out and halfway on that left hand side. BBC Radio Cumbria Sport with you beyond 7 o'clock on a Saturday evening. It's unheard of. Wouldn't do that unless there'd been a manager sacking or something normally, but it's because of the 5:30 kick-off here at Brunton Park, which is currently Carlisle 2, Forest Green 2. Linney with a brace, and one each for Bunker and Clark for the visitors.
A really good brace as well.
Yeah, I suspect if it had been him rather than Ellis, it would have been the hat-trick, and it would have been Carlisle leading again.
Yeah.
Not to be though right now as the ball goes forwards. Hayden heads away. Forest Green trying to keep the pressure on, but too much pressure on the ball. And it's a free kick to United on the edge of their own penalty area. Oh, the penalty in the Arsenal game has been turned down on VAR review, incidentally. Spoiling match of the day for you if you were hanging around waiting for that result. My apologies. Interesting day in the Premier League. Plenty to get your teeth into on BBC One later this evening. Right now the focus though on this match as Jones tries to play it around the corner, looking for the adventurous pass. Carlisle just got to be careful about things like that because Boyaba's got nearly around Harper working very hard with him. Boyaba shrugs him off, got to be careful, edge of the area, lays it off, finds a teammate. Carlisle make a great tackle. Who was that coming in and making that tackle on the edge? It was brilliant work. I think was it McAdam maybe getting back there just as the ball slipped square and the man thought he was pulling the trigger. McAdam got in and harrowed him off it. It's still Forest Green trying to come forwards. Then in the end Davis fouls his man, free kick to them in the middle of the United half on the left as they try to come forward. So
they're always going to be a danger. Always going to be a danger.
It's a great tackle, wasn't it? Because it just thought someone's got a free shot from the edge of the area here, and it's all about him versus Breeze. Getting the big men forward from the back here. Forest Green looking to try and plunder the edge of United's area. United have got their line high to try and limit that initial threat, but it does of course leave a lot of space in behind them if any Forest Green man makes a good run. And you're looking at Gilly Boyambo on this right hand side, who's very quick and lively in these positions, although he often does go offside. Lino on this near side's got his eyes right on that situation as the ball's sent in towards goal. Breeze gets up and takes it very high and very well, and then he's kicked as he and it's
if he'd have nicked that, I think he
did. Babalola,
no,
I think
he should get yellow card.
he went and kicked that out of Breeze's hands, didn't he? Breeze went down
interfering, so he'll be off.
Well, he should be, but the official missed it, or he felt it was just a slip and a mistake from Gabe Breeze. But I mean,
definitely.
you watched the replay of that, but here comes Whitwell down this right hand side. He's managed to mag the Carlisle man, but Carlisle make the tackle and it's out of play for a throw in.
It was a great
Forest Green.
From Breeze, by the way, from the free kick.
Yeah, just got to be careful what we're watching here as he goes to try and take it. I don't think there's much there. He just slips. It's weird from Breeze. He's tried to hit that sort of outside of the right foot ping, hasn't he, and just sort of lost his standing leg.
And I was trying to get him sent off.
Nothing wrong with that. Header away Carlisle, drops to McAdam, big hoist around the corner, gets up to the middle of the half. Kelly after it, good tackle though from the defender. Moore Taylor had his eyes on it all the way. United managed to nick it and break away down the right now with Williams. Has he got the pace to try and get away? Man's all over him. Good tackle from behind though. Yeah. Williams felt it was a foul, but referee disagrees and Forest Green back on it and come across their defensive line, and then they lift forwards down the middle. It's a really poor ball. Davies brings it under control. Got it caught under his feet as he looked to spin away from his man, but he's managed to complete it. Steps across his path. Really good running from Archie Davies up towards the edge of the area. Still going. Leaves it onto Ellis. Further over towards Linney. Onto it Jordan Jones. And then he slides it left to Linney. Pair of them took a poor touch. Linney has it left hand side of the penalty area now. Can he find the angle for a pass into Ellis on the edge of the box again? And then he's giving it away. And Carlisle overplayed it and gave the chance away. And now they're breaking with Babalola trying to come forwards down this right wing. He's gone down very easily, but Aaron Hayden got a little bit of him, trod down the back of his Achilles maybe.
Yeah, he's going to give him a card for that.
Yeah, and I think he'll go into the book for that one.
Oh, look at him looking. They did look leggy on that attack when we counter-attacked there. They looked leggy, Forest Green.
Made a bit of a mess of it, didn't they, Carlisle?
Yeah,
a bit of a mess.
Big mess of it.
Way too many.
Slow,
yeah, one was too slow, one was too hit, one was too delayed. I think the issue there was that it fell to Ellis in two positions where he could shoot, but having just blazed one over, he didn't look like he really wanted to. Jones tried to sidestep his man and open up the space for a Linney sort of shot, but got it trapped under his foot. Linney was pushed too wide then as a consequence and made a good pass. They're nibbling the ball forwards here. The fourth official is saying to the referee it's got to go back. Well done, fourth official. Well done. Right on top of that. Don't mind that. We give them a lot of flack, don't we, fourth officials? Still he's put it forwards, and the fourth official I think might ask him to go back again. Maybe they're just about happy now. Free kick swirled into the Carlisle penalty area. It fades away. Referee spotted a push. Carlisle free kick. 79th minute. Carlisle led twice but are level. Are they going to be able to find a way here? Downfield come United. Kelly's gone down, the referee not interested. Reverse ball down the left hand side for Forest Green's gotten away. Davies has sort of tripped into the ball and the referee felt he slipped, I think, and hasn't given a free kick on this occasion.
I thought both of them were correct decisions.
The last couple he's probably got right, hasn't he? I say probably, we kind of say it begrudgingly, don't we, after his erratic early display. United just popping it around the midfield. Linney with a very tight Cruyff turn, but he foxed himself and fell over. Now Forest Green are going to try and come at United again. Lifted out to the left wing. Feeney heads it away, drops towards Davis. Chest control, man right behind him. Ball back towards Feeney, wasn't an easy one to deal with. Feeney's managed to smack it away. They're going to try and come onto it into the penalty area. Strong tackle Davis. Carlisle get onto it and clear away downfield through McAdam. Forest Green coming again. United really aren't making the one-man advantage work here, are they? It seems like Forest Green at times have the extra man. Carlisle make the tackle. Referee happy with that one. Babalola goes down again. Another poor pass out of defence. It allows them to come forwards down the right hand side, looking to get it United. Long snaps into the tackle. Well done Carlisle through Ellis into Linney. First time ball that Jones, Jones' touch was heavy, but he manages to get after it down the left hand side. Linney wants to get involved with it, jumps over. Good tackle from his man, really good tackle. Got over the top of the number 5. Innes, I think, felt that he maybe left the studs showing a little bit, and Mark Hughes not happy about the way that Innes spoke to Linney. He's got a bit to say to him. Wouldn't mind seeing that match up, to be quite honest. Kelly's as well to hold up the ball. Real bit of temper in this game now as Carlisle tries to come forwards down the right hand side. 2-2 against 10-man Forest Green. Williams gets to the byline, cuts it back, headed away by their man. Picked up Carlisle again. McAdam with it, out to Davies on the right hand side, crosses in from the deep, in towards goal. Header comes from their man once more. Forest Green clear, out to the left of the penalty area. United just sluggish getting up to it, and Forest Green can clear up towards halfway. Babalola trying to spin away from Feeney, but not off me, son, says Morgan, and goes back to Breeze in goal for United. Thought about giving it up to Hayden, but instead goes out back to Feeney on that right hand side. Wants a couple of his subs in to Savage. Does Carlisle try and come forwards again? Williams steps inside his man into the penalty area. It's gone for a very, very excitable shot on goal, and it's a goal kick.
He's got carried away with all the commotion. So give it to Kelly's feet or Linney coming in off the line.
Another change coming for Forest Green. Their goalkeeper taking an age about going and getting the ball out off the cone. Latest change coming shortly for them. Is it Christian Doige maybe coming on? Very wily striker.
Yeah.
Scorer of many goals for many teams. And also coming on is Yaya Bamba. Double change for Forest Green. And up to the edge of the technical area, but not coming on just yet, so we go on. On halfway, the ball up in the air. Good win there from Ellison. What's a tricky tackle against Whitwell, who spins really well. Carlisle win it back, trying to play forwards here. Linney after it, but can't keep it. The ball wasn't quite right to him.
Very doggy Ellis, isn't he?
Trying to make things happen for United. Hayden gets around Babalola and wins it. Jones has his pocket pick, but gets it back under control. Sidesteps his man with neat footwork. Wants to take Carlisle up the pitch now. Gives it to Linney on the left wing. Goes around him down that left hand side. Linney looking to open up the space. Oh dear me. That's going to be lucky if it stays under the lip of the Neo centre, let alone the bar. And it's a goal kick to Forest Green, and they're making their double change now. Doige comes on for Babalola. Not a surprise. Very, very wily customer, Christian Doige. They'll need to be careful with him. If they give him anything cheap in that penalty area, he'll take it.
He's done well, the striker.
Yeah, he's managed his booking well as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's done well.
And the other change is Boyaba coming off for Bamba. And that's the full complement for visiting boss Robbie Savage. Mark Hughes has still got a couple more changes. He could still bring Ajiboy on, potentially Whelan too, or Armstrong.
Who would you bring on?
Maybe Armstrong and Ajiboy actually.
Yeah.
Get him on, just try and. But I don't know whether he'll feel he needs to. Ajiboy's an intelligent winger.
Right.
Is quick. Can make. Scored his first goal in the cup last time out. First goal for the club. Cracked away downfield by Forest Green, and also Armstrong can do a bit when he gets on, can harry a defence, get on the end of things. Oh dear, that's a defensive header that was dangerous, but Carlisle managed to survive it. Archie Davis turned in a tight area, which was risky with the man right on top of him, but Carlisle work it back across the defence via Feeney to Hayden and out to this left hand side. Just moving it around in front of Forest Green at the moment. Forest Green retreating back towards halfway. Happy enough with their defensive shape when Carlisle are on the ball. On the right hand side, McAdam here, tall, strong midfielder, got two men right on top of him. He'll do very well to emerge from this with anything, but he's not. It's a goal kick. Hartlepool have twice been behind and now lead at Sutton. which is a heck of a scoreline for them. It's moving them back up a place in the table towards the edge of the playoff places. Carlisle will be 4th if this game stays as it is. Still level on points with Forest Green, a point behind Boreham Wood and 3 behind Rochdale. A win would take them a point off top. Time running out, so we're in the 85th minute now. Ball drops, Ellis hooks on in the midfield, Linney gets after it, good control, very good close touch control, slows himself down because his man got tight and he loses it to the next man who comes along. Might have been better just trying to run at full pelt there to get away. Carlisle get back onto it in the midfield with Ellis, no one really to hit, but he manages to force it out to Linney on the left hand side, and it was a force. Didn't really look on to be found in there. Ball towards McAdam. Oh, what a strike! What a goal, Harvey McAdam! Knee slide to boot. Saw the run, did Linney. Played in field, and McAdam ran onto it and firmly passed it into the bottom corner like Rodri in the Champions League final a couple of years ago. A beauty to maybe settle this game. 86 minutes. Carlisle lead 3-2 against Forest Green.
What a fantastic clean side foot strike that was. Was that Linney as well that set that one?
Linney set it up. What a strike, McAdam.
Fantastic, right in the corner.
Brilliant finish. Absolutely brilliant.
I think it was.
Yeah, he used the pace on the ball, didn't he? It was such a composed finish.
Really clean.
Firm but hard from Harvey McAdam. I'm just looking to see the replay of the stream, which we've just seen the goal go in as live on there. I'm hoping that they'll get a replay up of it in a moment. The player's still being brought back towards halfway for the kickoff. Lots of views of Hughes and Savage. Show us the blooming Golder zone. Mark Hughes' blue and white army courses around here. Look at this, Linney on the left hand side just spotted the run. What a spot that is. That is a brilliant pick out. Never mind the finish being class as well, but how did Linney see it? They put the ball out of play in the left back position. Just had a couple of looks up, didn't he? What a spot that is. Went between a couple of their men and one of ours to pick out the run of McAdam.
Right in the corner.
Well, he'll remember that for a very long time, in particular if it takes Carlisle up to second in the table and wins in the match here.
And I saw Frankie do about 5 fist pumps straight at Robbie Savage.
He knew his onions, did he? Knew who he wanted to let know.
Might have been a bit ruder than that, but...
Well, a man up, a goal up. Carlisle have got to be professional now and see this out. Looking to get forwards and attack. Being the best form of defence and all of that, Paul Murray, but how much bravery and bottle does it take to do that when you've got such a slender lead in an important game?
We've just got to control the game now. Like I say, we've got one more man. They're looking to it. Tired. It's always a threat still, but we've got to utilise that extra man. Even if we have to go back to Breeze, keep it moving.
Well, they're working it back down the left-hand side here, and they've got it off for a couple of throws off Forest Green men. Linney here gives it down the line. They're keeping it in the corner. Jones taking it towards that corner flag on the left. Looks to go past his man, going in towards goal. Linney picks it up. He tries to nutmeg his man. Might fall towards McAdam. Trying to keep it alive here, Harper. Jockeys it out for a Carlisle throw. Really good work. Nice footwork there from Jordan Jones. Nice to see him in this Carlisle renaissance, the latest player to sort of find his way back in from the cold. Referee's just spotted something here. Looked like a bit of a throw of the arm there from Jordan Moore-Taylor. That's certainly what the Carlisle man felt as he went down.
Well, I have to say, since Jones has come on, he's just brought a little bit more calmness. That's, a little bit of, I'll take the ball in.
Yeah, Lummy really likes Jones. He's struggled in his Carlisle career and not always helped himself, but not been treated entirely fairly compared to others, perhaps.
But in this game, he's come on, he's made good decisions. He's not the paciest. But he's kept control of the ball when needed, took it into areas when he needed, slowed it down. He's just been a bit more composed. He's
sort of incrementally rebuilding his career, but little cameos like this will really help. Certainly looks like somebody who could definitely still do a job for Carlisle United as their goalkeeper hoist downfield. Hayden kicked through his man a bit there. That was a bit rash. They've got it on the right hand side here with Bamber. Tries to get across him from very deep. Breeze gets there. Not entirely sure what Hayden was doing there with their striker. He's really unhappy about it. It's making a point to the referee. Breeze taking time on the ball and then batters away downfield.
He's going for it because he's left Ennis up front.
Ellis can get onto this one. Oh, and that was a loose touch from Ellis initially, but then lifted forwards Hayden, out towards Kelly. Man jumps through him, gets his head out to Williams on the right. No one for him down the touchline, so he's going to have to try and protect the ball and buy Carlisle something here. Josh Williams plays it through and around, and what does he get? A goal kick. Carlisle going to make another change. Here comes Luke Armstrong.
Still got one of them right.
Into the 90th minute. I don't think it's the attacking change I was looking for though, or expecting. And off comes Regan Linney. No hat-trick, but it got 2 goals and an assist. Another virtuoso display from United's brilliant number 10. His mate might be the new number 10 on the block, playing in that hole in behind a striker, and Con Clark may go on to be a legend for Carlisle. Who knows with what we hope for and expect from him. But right now the actual number 10 is Regan Linney, and he is absolutely magic.
He's a bit on an iconic level, isn't he? The fans love him, and he's going to produce for you, I think. But he's also not got the he's got the goals, but he's also got enthusiasm. He loves it. He loves football.
Yeah, he's a
game, wants to run, wants to work.
He's a proper cheeky mank. Do you know the type? Yeah. He's got a bit to say about everything. 7 minutes time added on, by the way. 7. He's got a bit to say about everything. He's chipper with the away fans, chipper with their players. But if you can do what you do with his feet, then you can kind of get away with it, can't you?
Yeah. Got a Cumbrian mentality.
Yeah, very hard worker. I know what you mean. On the ball, Hayden for United. Free kick. We're into the first of 7 minutes time added on. There's a lot of time added on. I hope United can continue to manage that. That's a penalty for me. That's got to be. He's given it. Has he given it? He's given the penalty. Yes. Well, he thought long and hard, didn't he, the referee? And then in the end, I think he felt he couldn't do anything but give the penalty. And a penny for the thoughts of Regan Linney, who would have had a penalty on his hat-trick. And he's stood up, look. He's going to Mark Hughes. What about that? Mark Hughes is all smiles. And Linney just looks towards the paddock and says, I've just come off. Oh, Mark Hughes.
I mean, what was he thinking? That centre half there, tugging him and tugging him.
He wouldn't let go of Kelly, would he? And Kelly did his best to try and stay upright. It's a yellow card anyway. Is it Moore Taylor who's come on? He's been a bit of a bad head since he's come on, to be honest, for them and for us. Now a penalty given Carlisle's way, and Kelly's going to take it. Huge moment for Carlisle United. If Kelly can stick this away, I mean, it's done, isn't it?
That's it now. It's 4-2.
I really hope he can. Georgie Kelly for Carlisle United. Massive, massive moment, potentially in the season. A seismic game for Carlisle. Georgie Kelly, 92nd minute, steps up. United's number 9, buries it down the middle. Keeper dives out the way. Georgie Kelly off the mark in this game, and Carlisle United lead by 4 goals to 2. It's his 4th goal of the season now, Kelly. And it's a big, big moment for Carlisle. 4-2.
And to be fair, he's worked hard all game. He's held the ball up pretty well. So he deserves that. Because he got that goal from holding the ball up and holding the man off.
He was fouled. He scored. Carlisle are going to win. Forest Green in the end. Very good side, but they've been found wanting. And there's no point talking over that, is there, Paul Murray? When the Cumbrians get singing. And the Cumbrians go marching on. United up to 2nd in the table tonight in the National League. A point off Rochdale. We still have 2 games in hand on them. But points on the board are worth more than games in hand.
I mean, the substitutions, the sending offs help, but the substitutions have worked all right for them. Look, at the end of the day, Jones has done well, McAdam's got the goal.
Savage getting all of the singing from the fans now. To the other side of it, of course, if you're Robbie Savage and you want to go out and you want to do all the pre-match stuff and all of that, you make yourself.
Take this,
yeah,
of course. And he'll understand that. But he's got a nice footballing team.
He has. Yeah, I think they'll be right up there. This is a day where they've come a cropper, haven't they? But I think they'll be right up there.
But the thing is, we found a way to win the game. So that irrelevant how good you are, we found a way how to get 4 goals against them.
Yep, certainly have. More chances, level possession now, more shots on target as well. Carlisle, Jones going after the ball here, and they just had to knee it out of play long to stop Jones breaking away. In the 94th of 97 minutes, and there might be a bit more. We might go into the 98th with that goal in stoppage time and the penalty, of course.
God, I haven't heard that for a long time, eh?
Fantastic noise around us. 2-goal lead It is nice, isn't it, rather than all the tight, precarious games that could go either way. Carlisle trying to look for a fifth here. Ellis with a chance to try and ghost around his man. Great footwork, and he's going to squeeze over the line. No good defending. Oh, brilliant from Ellis. Where's that footwork come from? Ghosted around his man, shaped to shoot, bluffed, put it through the keeper's legs, and I think the keeper might have just got his knee on it or something, and as it drifted towards goal, the defender managed to turn it behind.
You said he couldn't get forward and he wasn't really attacking.
He's a right back.
I know. Right back turned into defensive midfielder.
Well,
like Iniesta there.
He does like to play. He likes to try and play, and he's sort of growing more and more into the role. You saw with the one he blazed over the bar where it can go wrong. You saw with that where it's starting to come good. Jones gives the ball on to Ellis, wants it on the return going through, and that one will drift behind for a goal kick. 95th minute, we're all enjoying our night out. We're heading towards Halloween, and it's been a bit of a fright in the end, hasn't it, for the visitors. Carlisle United, though, well, they've got all the candy tonight.
Yep. They've done well, they've found a way. That's all that counts. That's what it says tomorrow in the paper, 4-2.
I love that. What it says in the paper, that's a hark back, isn't it, to the days when we used to get a green in or a pink paper or something like that to go and get the scores to find out who'd won. Carl lose the ball on halfway. Forest Green looking to come after them here up towards goal. Good running potentially, but then the stab pass through is going to drift behind for a goal kick to United.
I've not seen that for a long time. The centre half making a diagonal run inside. That's the big centre half playing up front.
Yeah, and they've actually got a corner out of it, taking a deflection. Yeah, and this is the 6'6" man who's gone forwards, and they're going to try and score here. 96th minute. Carlisle feel that something should have happened at the other end. They're talking to the fourth official down below us here as Forest Green prepare to take this corner. About to go into the final minute of 7 added on. Here comes the corner, just flighted into the middle of the goal. Breeze comes a long way, punches. Referee saw an infringement. Free kick, Carlisle. And
I love it. Mark Hughes had everyone back. Didn't leave anyone up. Didn't want to concede another. Got every player back.
We don't want to grandstand the last few seconds, do you, with Forest Green going hell for leather, hammer and tongs after an equaliser. Not again. Blue and White Army. Sutton have equalised. Led twice, trailed, and now equalised. Carlisle led 3 times and delightfully still lead. And a 2 clear, and we're in the final minute of 7 added on. Ball over the top. Hayden's just got to be aware of the men either side of him. Puts it away. Throw into them.
He should really put it in the top of the stand.
Man of the match. Linney man of the match. That's an interesting choice. 2 goals and an assist. Trying to chop inside here. Whitwell. Cross in for, I think it might even be in a shot actually.
Who got man of the match?
Linney.
Rightly so. Been involved in everything good really, hasn't he?
Yeah, brilliant performance again. Just putting his line in the sand a bit, isn't he?
Yeah.
A lot of talk about Con Clark coming in, but Linney's just come in and said, remember I had 9 goals coming into this game, well let's talk about my 11th of the season. Beyond the 7 minutes time added on, I did think after the penalty and goal the ref might add a bit more on. The ball's come off Hayden. Feeney got in. Got a bit of his mouth for me. That looked like a foul. Referees let play go on. Forest Green still on the ball, trying to find the angle for a pass or a shot. Surely offside. Free kick to Carlisle United in the penalty area, and the referee has blown for full time. Carlisle have won by 4 goals to 2. The masters the apprentice. Robbie Savage, with his burgeoning managerial career, will live to fight another day. There's no doubt he's got together a very good Forest Green side here, but you've got to be very good at the moment to beat Mark Hughes' Blue and White Army. And the pink and whites of Gloucestershire have not. Mark Hughes turns to the paddock and bays, and the paddock responds. Carlisle win by 4 goals to 2. 2 for Linney, 1 for McAdam, 1 at Kelly penalty. Enough to see off Forest Green. And the omnivores beat the herbivores.
Well, that's the way it should work anyway.
The apex predators come out on top. I don't know, I'll leave the analogy. Carlisle win, Paul Murray, how did they do it?
Done very well. They eventually found a way out to win it, and I thought Kelly got what he deserved. That's all he did all game. He had a right battle with the centre half, and he got the penalty from just doing that what he did all game. And I'm pleased for him. But you've got someone there like a bit iconic in Linney. I think he's the one, someone the fans can get around. They love him, and you know I haven't seen anyone here for a long time like that. So it's really good.
I know we've seen some great players that Carlisle have had over the years. Francois Zoko was brilliant to watch. Vincent Pericard when he came in. We've had heroes. Nicky Adams was absolutely wonderful in the Keith Curley era. Jabbo Ibri, Charlie White was a phenomenon. But somebody who just has something special about him. He's special, isn't he? What he does with the ball, how efficient he is with it, how the eye for goal he's got, but the eye for a pass as well, as we've seen today.
But it's his mentality as well. Look, he's got the work ethic, he's got the desire, he's enthusiastic, and he loves football, he wants to play, and he loves scoring goals, so he's going to get a lot of goals this season.
You played here, Paul, you played right at the top. Can you believe that a player like him is in the National League, the 5th Division?
No, but he's going to make a good name for himself, and you can go through the divisions with a club like Carlisle.
You really can, and there's no reason why he can't be in the Football League next season. Just turning down the effects mic as the officials come off. You can hear what the fans make of them.
I don't know what he's smirking, he's got a bit of a smirk.
Who knows how you deal with it when you're coming off and you're getting Barrett like that.
Yeah.
Jamie Webster plays Around Us, which is still a popular theme tune. It harks back to United's happiest times of recent years. It was the soundtrack to their promotion into League One. Are they heading back there? Georgie Kelly said in the build-up to this game that this squad is good enough to win promotion out of League 2, let alone the National League, and that only top this season is good enough. Fighting talk from the number 9, but he's got the goal that saw off, completed the victory in the end, and Carlisle are right up there now on the coattails of Rochdale.
Good. We've got to keep that momentum now. Keep that momentum. They've proved that against one of the best footballing teams in the division that they can beat them.
Just listen to this atmosphere as the Carlisle players come off. This is your Saturday night, by the way. This is when these lads and lasses are all generally down. Botch, those of you who still go and do that, certainly doing something else, getting ready for Strictly. But they're all here at Brunton Park, more than 6,500 of them, watching Carlisle United win again. Another 3 in a row for Carlisle United in the league, 4 in a row with the FA Cup win, and again he bays to the paddock as he goes off down the tunnel. He's really up for this, and why wouldn't he be after that? Savage and his players booed as they go off down the tunnel. They played their part in this game though. I quite enjoyed watching them at times. Savage is his own pantomime, but he's clearly doing a good job. The Carlisle players though found a way at times that they looked like they were just struggling a bit to deal with Forest Green, but they found a way to win. And chief amongst that was finding a way for Lauren Mendy to get himself sent off.
Yeah, that was helpful. That was very helpful. Like I say, I thought the subs did well when they come on. Even though the other man sent off, we still had a bit more control. It's easily changed. It's difficult against 10 men. But I thought, yeah, we found a way, and that'll hopefully take a bit of momentum for us, especially at home, make it really tough. But it all boils down to what you got in your starting 11, and you've got Linney, someone who's going to hopefully have a long, lengthy career here. How long contracts you got, seriously?
Linney, I don't know actually. I don't know whether, I think they don't tend to say, that they don't tell us, and they're very close guarded on that.
Because he's going to get some goals this season, he's going to have a lot of admirers.
I'd hope 3, but it could be 2 with an option. I might even ask that tonight actually, but they don't tend to tell us that sort of thing at the moment. They're very cagey on that.
He's a good age, you know what I mean, so he's the one you could keep for a while.
28, coming into the pomp of his career, isn't he? Coming into the absolute peak of his powers. He had a great year last year with Altrincham, carrying it on this year, and perhaps at another level with Carlisle United.
He's fit as well.
Fit, fast, fancied, and living up to it as well.
We've spoken about Linney a lot, but the rest of the team, I thought defensively in stages we were pretty good. Defensively, them 2 centre halves, because they were up against a good forward.
What's this place like on nights like this for you as a player? When you've gone back up that tunnel now, they'll be bouncing, the sound system will be going, but you're hearing the fans, you're looking off down towards Warwick Road and seeing them all drifting out, happy, off to do whatever they're going to do this evening.
You just realise what a big club it is, really. And especially when you were born in Carlisle, for me it was even another level. But, coming out and there's still people dotting around. I mean, I loved it today. I came in an hour and a quarter before. You couldn't get parked on Warwick Road. It was chocker, it was heaving. That's what type of club it is. I mean, compare it to Forest Green. It is a big club, and you want it back in the league, and then you want to see where you go from there.
Yeah, well, with the back in after Piatux, and once again our thanks to Jenna and Nick for coming on with us last night on the Sports Show. If you haven't caught it, by the way, it was on the Total Sport weekend preview from 6 o'clock on BBC Radio Cumbria. You can go back and listen on BBC Sounds. It was a cracking listen. They're going back on Monday, and the next time they come here they'll be a proper family because they got married this year, and they'll have their daughter by the time they come back, when they hope to, in April. And I tell you what, they'll be going home happy.